Okay, we're now at the first stop on Tooling Around the Township 2025 in Avenel. Joining me is Elsie, she's the homeowner. To my left is Dave from West Virginia Paint. To her right is Louie from Gurney Electric. And to my far right is the Chief of Staff that's been helping out with us today, driving around all weekend, Carolyn Ehrlich. So Elsie, tell me a little bit about what these great volunteers are doing for your house today.
Painting it, cleaning up the property.
Okay.
Trying to think.
A little bit of electric, right? Otherwise,
Yeah, the electric.
What kind of?
Early this morning.
Okay. How did you? Go ahead. Keep going.
Department of Aging. They gave me a booklet.
You knew my question. You're not supposed to anticipate my question. You knew what I was going to say. How did you find out about tooling around?
That's how I found out.
Okay.
I got the booklet in there.
The newsletter?
It's a regular book, and it has everything in it. Like if you want a loan on the house or whatever.
Oh,
and
probably
all
the
that.
senior booklet.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's what I found.
And you read it.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, I'm glad people do. So you contacted it, and then of course Patrick probably came out.
Yes, he's been wonderful.
Wow. So let me turn over to Dave. You've been doing this since we started. West Virginia Paint. You're located in Woodbridge, even though you have West Virginia in your name. Yeah. Tell me about why you do these things.
We started doing this. We were partnered with Shell and C. Warren, and that's our first. They introduced us to this program, and we have a property in Woodbridge, and we have a commitment to Woodbridge, so we kept with the program. Even though we're not partnered with Shell or Motiva might be still doing somewhere else. We're still working here.
But you do your own house now.
We need our own house. We do our own house, and unfortunately tomorrow, the tooling day, is not a good paint day. So just by luck, we were able to swap the schedule. That's why we're a little bit late starting.
That's okay. You don't mind if they're late, do you?
No.
All right.
There you go.
Great. Now, Louie, Gurney Electric, you don't have to say much about them. We know Carl, longtime police officer, retired as a captain. He's just phenomenal. He does a lot of work for the town. Tell me specifically what you're doing for Elsie today.
She had some deteriorated front lights behind you, so I pulled the lights and I swapped them out, put fresh fixtures up there with some Edison bulbs. She also had 2 fixtures on the side of the house that were motion sensors, and they weren't working properly, so we pulled them and just did a complete fixture replacement.
Now, is that something you requested, or did that develop?
I asked.
Oh, you asked for the electric?
Yeah, because I had nothing on the driveway at all.
Okay, all right. Now, you want to be safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm by myself, so.
Right, okay. And Kara, stop number 1's a good one, right?
Oh, this is great. So, first of all, Elsie, I want to congratulate you and commend you for actually doing the research and finding out what the town could do for you to help you. So,
That's one of you girls on the phone.
Oh, okay. They
got me in touch with Patrick.
That's terrific.
He's been great putting up with me.
Pat is a treasure, yes, for all of us. And I also want to say what West Virginia Paint. We started this together, the 3 of us, 1, 2, 3, and we've been doing it. And
I think our first year is 1999.
Right, so so it's great to annually see you, and thank you always for coming back. And who's more reliable as an electrician for the town? So thank you, and bringing beautiful lights. Those fixtures are gorgeous. Really, really nice.
They were broken for a long time.
Oh, great. So enjoy, Elsie. Thank you.
Well, this is the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Like you read something and see what's offered, and you call up and we come out. This is the way it's absolutely supposed to work, and you meet these great people here, Dave and Louie, and you get the work done. It's just perfect, absolutely perfect. So thank you for letting us help you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Jersey Boys and Bubba Cool Burritos, both Avenel businesses, helping a lovely lady from Avenel who's still in her home. So this is very good. Thanks, Elsie. So we're at stop number 2 on Tooling Around the Township 2025 on Colonia Boulevard in Colonia. Obviously, we're joined by Rafaela, otherwise known as Ray, because nobody knows how to pronounce your name.
Right, Ray Carvey.
And you've been here how many years?
62 years.
And you love it here.
I love it here. I wouldn't leave for anything.
You have these wonderful guys from Aquila
Yes.
Landscaping. This is Greg Aquila.
They've done a tremendous job. I am very grateful. I really am.
Tell me what they're doing.
They took out all the bushes and all that were here. They were very large, and of course I can't trim them. My son lives in Pennsylvania, and he's had back operations, and he can't do that work at all. So I'm very grateful to you and the township. This is wonderful, a wonderful thing that you're doing. I am so grateful to everyone. I love Woodbridge, and I love Colonia. I'm not leaving.
Atta girl. Can you follow me around next time I run?
Yes, I'll be happy to. I voted for you before, so I'll do it again, and I'll be more than happy to.
So tell me how you found out about the program.
Well, I found out about a few years ago, and unfortunately, I had gallbladder surgery.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Well, I love you. I just had mine out 3 weeks ago.
Well, see,
April 1st, I had my gallbladder
I
out.
collapsed in the house, and I was unconscious, and our wonderful police department came, but they had to break down the back door, which I still have to get fixed. I have to talk to Patrick about that.
Oh, all right. We got more work for you.
I got more work for you, yeah. And that was the only way they could get in, and they got the ambulance.
So you had successful surgery?
Successful surgery.
Did you have broth and jello like me for 3 days?
Yes.
Oh,
please.
isn't it awful?
Isn't it awful?
Oh my gosh! And the surgery was successful, though.
It was. It was.
What? Don't mind us. This is a medical moment.
Yes.
What about your diet after you had it out? You had to avoid greasy foods and fried
Yes,
foods.
they gave me a whole list of what I should eat and
what you shouldn't eat. More importantly,
Right.
what you shouldn't eat.
and what I shouldn't eat. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
2 years ago.
And you're completely back to normal now?
Yeah,
You can eat what you want?
Yes.
So there's hope for me.
Yes, there is. You can. Yeah.
All right, great. Now let's get back to tooling around.
Right, yes.
Greg Aquila, of course, is somebody who's very, very active in town. He's on the Chamber of Commerce board. He's just a great guy, always contributes to tooling around. Tell me a little bit about your version of what's going on here today, Greg.
Well, we got here and, these bushes were so overgrown. They got a little out of hand. I guess they've been here since you bought the house.
Yes.
And we removed them all, got the stumps out. We cleaned up the yard for her front and back. She's been great. She's been out here numerous times. She wanted to give us the world while we're here, but we have to get the work done. And we've been doing tooling, I think, since it started. Between the mayor and Carol, we just love doing it. We got to give back to the town. I grew up here. I was born and raised here. My business is here. So we're taking care of her today on Colonial Boulevard. We have another home tomorrow that we're going to take care of if the weather holds out. If not, we'll put it off for during the week next week. But it's just a great time. We have a good time doing it.
And they've done a wonderful job. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm
If
very,
you think of any other little things, just let them know. They'll take care of it. Yeah. So, Carol, great story again.
Yes.
2 in a row. Somebody who really needs the work done. And
Absolutely, always.
needed it very, very badly. I'm 86 years old, and I can't do any of that.
Yeah.
So these guys have been wonderful. He came several times to check on me and see what had to be done. He's been marvelous. And
I'm 66 years old and I can't do any of that. I pay people to do it.
And we get volunteers here.
Yeah,
No, you can't. I can't send tooling to my house.
No, we get volunteers, this is such a wonderful program. I am so proud of you for doing this. This is tremendous. And I'm so proud of you. You've done a tremendous job, and
Thank
you've
you
been
very
so
much.
kind to me. They've done a great job. We should be very, very proud. And this is a wonderful program. And I hope others in Woodbridge Township take advantage of it.
Well, Carol was on the council way back in
Really?
1999 when we started.
Yes, yeah. So no, but thank you, because you're just so grateful and thankful and appreciative, and that makes all of us that are involved with this project feel really, really super good. So thank you for being that way. And I also want to do a little pitch for your partner, who you usually do this with, but because he started and his wife moved their business, they couldn't take time off. Vito Mazza has been here every single year, but they moved their business off of Main Street onto Green Street, and they're busy getting all of that started, plus doing some construction on Main Street. So we'll forgive them, and we'll make sure that they're back next year to be a part of this.
And of course, when you want work done, landscaping and yard work, the first person you think about doing it is your hairstylist, right? So,
Especially if you have a bushy haircut.
yeah. So, Greg, you're also doing the food today. You're doing it. You're bringing your own food.
Yeah, we're gonna treat the guys to lunch today. got to give back to them too.
Right.
And I appreciate that because
and
I asked him.
But if I were you, I would ask them to taste it first and make sure nothing goes wrong. And if they don't fall down, then you can have it.
Okay, fine.
This has been great. I'm
Thank you.
thrilled that you're part of this program. This is exactly why we do what we do for people like
It's
you.
wonderful. And I have to thank Patrick. He's been wonderful about the whole program. He really has. He's come to visit me and he's sat down and explained everything to me. He's a treasure to have. You're lucky to have him.
We know it. His dad worked here for years. We got to know Patrick, and when we had a chance to hire him, we jumped on it.
Good, good. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks
very
very much.
much.
Thanks
Okay.
for everything.
Mwah. Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back, folks. Okay, we're here now on McGuire Street in a great section of Woodbridge Township called Menlo Park Terrace. I just visited my mom on Jefferson Street, spent some time there. Sorry I'm late. This is Rajinder, she's the owner. This is Sophia. And this is Kushi, and they're being helped by Craig's Plumbing and Heating. Is that the proper? Yeah, Plumbing and Heating. Okay. So, and I'm also joined by Patrick Micheri, who runs tooling around the town for us. So, let me start by thanking Gloria Bafumi, who's over there in camera shy. She is the guidance counselor at Island Middle School. And I guess thanks to you, you told Gloria a little bit about the problems here with the sewer backup.
Yes.
And one thing led to another. We tried a couple things and we couldn't find it at first. And then suddenly we said, what about tooling around? And it's a big job. And somehow I told Patrick about it. And Patrick, of course, gets Craig's Plumbing and Heating, and who's fantastic in this town. So let me start with you. Your kid helped you get the work done.
Yes, sir. Sophia told.
They help with like the garden and like they put in mulch and they help with like the carpeting and stuff like that.
Okay.
They help with a lot of things around this house.
Very cool. But the biggest thing was the sewer problem.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll ask them to explain that, how exactly they did that. But did you didn't really know it was tooling around that was going to help you. You just asked for help from Gloria. So how does it feel to have people like this come out and help you?
I'm really
Thanks.
surprised.
Yeah.
Thank you for help. So I'm speechless. I don't know what do I say. So
That's okay.
Thank you.
Let me turn it over to Dan and Tom from Craig's Plumbing and Heating. Give me a good summary of what you did. This is a big job. Tell me about it.
Gotcha. So when we came out, we videoed the line just to see what was going on. There was a huge separation in the ground there, so we just dug it up and made a spot repair.
Really? That's
Yep.
not something that's easy. Maybe it's easy for you.
Not always easy, but this one we ended up having not too much trouble with. We got a little lucky.
Okay, and you jumped into a couple other projects according to Sophia?
We fixed a leak downstairs. We cleaned up some stuff in the backyard. A couple other things. Yep.
Oh, you got a whole lot done here, Sophia. Yeah. So this is, it's great that the kid thought enough of asking a guidance counselor for help. I just think that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Patrick, they got the carpet, right? You like that carpet?
Yeah, carpet donated by the mayor. So when the sewer backed up in the basement, there's a bathroom downstairs that overflowed and some water, sewer water got into the carpet. So the mayor was kind enough to donate carpet, which we replaced.
I had
Craig's
some extra
Plumbing
stuff, yeah.
did a phenomenal job. They really went above and beyond, aside from the sewer backup, which was the biggest problem. They went above and beyond, fixed drawers in the kitchen, cleaned up the backyard, mulched everything. So they really did great.
So is this going to be renamed Craig's Plumbing, Heating, Carpeting, and Landscaping sometime soon?
We get our permanent sign out here.
Permanent sign. Gloria, you want to come on? So as I said, Gloria Bafumi is a guidance counselor at Island Middle, who I've known for a long time. Yeah. You guys are phenomenal when it comes to the Garden for the Blind. Every year you do tooling there, and every year you do a fall project there. That's wonderful. So how does it feel?
The Island Middle School crew will be there, I guess, tomorrow at the Garden for the Blind.
Weather permitting. You'll be there?
Yes.
Wow, cool.
Sophia's gonna be volunteering.
That's great. That's great.
So myself and the two counselors at Colonia Middle School, we saw that there was a need to help the core family, and so we reached out to you in the hopes that we could help them. And so it ended up being, a positive outcome, and they were able to do the repairs that they needed. Mrs. Core has had some hardship over the past couple of years. So it was an opportunity to seize the moment and ask for help.
Great.
So thank you so much.
You mentioned Colonial Middle. Don't tell me Greta was involved too.
Yes,
Oh
Greta
my
was
goodness.
involved, and
You know
Barbara
Greta?
Maluski, the other two counselors there. So we worked together to try and help these young ladies.
So, we talk all the time about our school district and our town working together. Never would we have expected it would go down to the level of just guidance counselor to township to resident. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Great story.
And
Anything
we have
else?
two great students too. Two excellent students that.
Great. And what's your
deserving
name,
of it.
young lady?
Giovanina Levitz.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
You hear what Mom just kind of
Yeah,
tagging
she's
along?
helping.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us help you. We really appreciate it. Hi there.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks very much. We'll be back. The people from Middlesex Water Company were here helping. This is Wally. That's Brian. That's Sean. That's Vic. And to my right is Summer DeFeo. She is the Government Affairs Liaison with Middlesex Water Company. Does a phenomenal job. We'll get to you in a minute. To my left is Rose. She is the homeowner here. To her left is Carol Ehrlich. And behind us is George Brew, who's here because he's a neighbor here. So let me start with you, Rose. Tell me about what kind of work's being done here today.
They did the front porch. It was very, very unsafe for my husband to go down.
All right.
And now all the volunteers are here to help us with our landscaping lawn.
Okay. Tell me, how did you learn about tooling around the town as something that could help you?
I wrote a letter to the township.
Really?
Yes. When I was really having a tough time, they got back to me, and
Who'd you write it to? Do you remember?
I wrote Senator Vitale because I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And then they gave me your link.
Okay.
And I applied, and I gave them what
you needed?
Asking, Mr. Jim Major, and then
Okay.
Patrick McSherry.
Patrick's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Called me, text me. We met. I just couldn't afford to.
No, that's okay. That's why we're here.
And it was very unsafe.
And now it's your husband who maybe has some difficulty temporarily getting around. That's going to help him be safer.
Yes, because he
And-
was wiggling a lot.
And you're a phlebotomist by
Yes.
trade, and you're somebody that takes care of Carol.
Yep.
And you think you might have taken my blood sometime.
Yes, I remember you coming, doctor.
See, you don't really know somebody until they jab you in the arm several times because they can't get it right. Did you do it right the first time?
Of course.
Always.
Oh.
I recognize your name, but I didn't want to make a big deal because I had lots of patients at that time.
Well, the HIPAA rules, you're not allowed to tell people.
I
But no,
didn't.
if you got it first time, thank you. Because the last place I went, when I had some procedure done, it took them 5 different people before they got blood out of me.
I did it.
You did a pretty good job.
Yeah. And never black and blue. I had a blood test on Tuesday, and look, it's still black and blue. Never
you
happened
didn't
with
do it.
Rose. Rose, never.
Yeah.
And she taught me a trick too.
Yeah.
Don't lift anything heavy
Yeah.
when you.
Because you will start bleeding, and then you're.
and that's when you get the black and blue.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my problem. Anyway, all right, let me turn it over to Summer. Middlesex Water, of course, great company in town, phenomenal work. You've been there for a long, long time. We all know you, and you know us. Tell me how it makes you feel to be able to help people.
Well, we're super excited to be here in one of the best towns around.
Well, one of. What do you mean one of?
Oh, the best town around,
better.
with the best mayor around.
Much better. Nice
Giving back to our community, and we are really excited to support this Tooling Around the Township initiative. It's really great. It's so great to see and work and play in a town that does this for the residents.
Very cool. And George Brew, you're a neighbor 2 doors away. Tell me what's it like listening to you living by a Menlo Park terrorist.
So I really have to say, and Summer, Middlesex Water Company, and Rose, Chris is the kind of guy, when it snows and I'm working all night snow plowing, he'll do the snow blower from one end of the street to the other, take care of all the neighbors. If someone's on vacation, he's the guy that will cut their grass, always looking out for the neighbors. So for us to be working to do this for Chris, it's well deserved. I'm sure when he gets back on his feet, he'll be running a snowblower up and down the block again. But, this is a temporary setback, hopefully, and well deserved for a guy who does a lot for this neighborhood.
That's a great story.
you. Thank
So I know your father. I knew your father-in-law on Mason Street in Menlo Park Terrace. I'm Jefferson. We just visited my mom. We did a house on McGuire, but Ralph McGrain and my dad were good friends. They helped run the Menlo Park Terrace Baseball League for years. The whole bunch of guys, Gibson and Schmidt and Branley and Murphy and Serrano, you could tell all of them. These guys were like just such good people. They ran the league and they really cared about everything. So Ralph McGrain is somebody I've known or knew a long time ago, and your older brother I know your sister Dottie, right? There's a whole bunch of McGrains, just like there's a whole bunch of McCormacs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. It's nice to see you, and I do remember your dad fondly.
I think I played ball when you got the pro.
You probably played with Tommy. Tommy's just turning 60. So he's the youngest of us.
All right.
So he's probably what team were you on?
I was on the Senators, the Majors. I forget what I was on.
Senators, okay. I think Tommy was on the Athletics, but I'm not sure. Who knows? I know I was Angels, Reds, and Colts, but I don't know anybody else. Anyway, Vic, you want to say anything about this project? You're good? Everybody go? Oh, go ahead.
I want to give a little mention about Summer and Middlesex Water and how involved you are with the town and how much you do to give back. You're a big supporter of rain garden projects, and you periodically go and clean up rain gardens, which is great. They need that. And you also actually sit on our Green Infrastructure Committee. So you're always helping and always giving back, and I'm sure that's just the tip of the iceberg of all the things that Middlesex Water does.
Remember Principal for Day?
Yeah, oh my God, that was started with Bernadette Solar. She was the chair of that, and we got people to come, businesses to come into the schools and really spend the day with the children and talking about their profession. And it was really a great thing that kind of moved on when Bernadette moved on.
We'll talk to her and get it back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol.
I also want to thank Woodbridge Brewing Company for providing the lunch today for the crew. Hopefully you enjoy it. And thank you, everybody. Let's get together for a group picture.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
letting us help you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Summer. You're the best, babe. You're the best.
Pleasure.
Okay, right when we finished filming, Ralph Daddio showed up. He is a union mason, and the township has amazing contracts with a lot of different union groups. The Masons are one of the first ones with the help of Kevin Duncan. And we have deals with electricians, we have deals with laborers and carpenters. And why that's good is we don't have to hire our own mason. We can just use the union masons as we need them. They come in, they do phenomenal work. You do amazing work in this town. George will attest to that. So tell me how it feels to be volunteering in Woodbridge.
Good. Feels good. Do something nice.
And that was a pretty hard project there for a guy who needs it, to be safer, get in and out of the house better.
It was pretty ugly. Yeah.
Okay, you can say that. I can't. So, how long have you been working with us? Many, many years, right?
I came here August 1st, 2011.
Wow.
And I came here for a one-day job.
Really? And you
guys held on to me.
You made a mistake. You did it well. So, Patrick, it's great of you to figure out that Ralph could be help here.
Yeah, well, he wasn't easy for him. How much do they weigh? 220 pounds?
I have my guys with me.
220 pounds for each slab?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what.
Throw it on his shoulder.
Throw it on his shoulder, yeah, sure.
If I could just.
Yeah, come on in, George.
Here about my good friend Ralph. So, as the mayor said, Ralph is our mason. He's been with us since 2011. But with Ralph's skill, he has trained our crews to become the masons they are. We do curbing, we do sidewalks, all skills that our guys have picked up by working with Ralph for all these years.
Wow.
So, not only is he an asset to us with the work he does, also with the training. His training is, he's not an easy guy to deal with.
No, they don't like me.
But guess
okay.
what? He is, his knowledge goes way further than just the work he does. So.
And you said it right. We do curbs, we do sidewalks, we do a lot of work
all
on
the
town
parking lot
properties.
Works we do. There's always masonry work. A great example is 86 Green, the History Museum.
Oh, right.
Some extensive, concrete and civil work all done.
And also, the drum center on Route 35.
Another one.
Major
it's a
big
project.
So the addition on the firehouse, your firehouse.
Right, Ford's Firehouse. Ralph did the addition on the Ford's Firehouse. So I mean, our guys have learned a lot just by working with Ralph for all these years. So it's definitely a great partnership work with all the trades unions.
Yeah, well, thanks, pal. Thanks for everything.
Right, thank you.
Okay, we're at our first stop on an overcast Saturday morning for Tooling Around the Township 2025. We're on Edgewood Avenue in Colonia. To my left is Joan Chicatano, who is the homeowner here. To her left is Debbie Meehan, the councilwoman from the 5th Ward. And to my right is Team Rubicon, which we're going to find out more about. We have George, we have Paul, we have Dorothy, and we have Mike. So let me start with you, Joan. You are the proud mother of a Woodbridge police officer, Eddie Chicatano.
Yes.
Who is a phenomenal police officer. I was telling Debbie, he's kind of in charge of the community affairs unit. It's Mike Harris and Nate Sidoni, and they go out and do all the things that, you know, help the community in terms of, you know, problems between neighbors, and, you know, they do all kinds of shop with a cop, and they do the bike rodeo and all kinds of things with our kids. And your son's in charge of it. But yet when the first two guys, Nate and Mike, couldn't make it one day, there's Eddie out there doing the work. And I said, wow, that's pretty cool. The guy gets his hands dirty.
He does the same for me too.
He does, okay. And one thing I know, your hasn't been passed, but he was a crossing guard at the corner by the post office, right out here on Inman and Amherst, Jordan. One of the coolest guys I know. I didn't know him really that well, just to wave to him and talk to him a little bit. But what a great crossing guard he was.
He loved the kids. He loved the school, and yeah, he enjoyed it.
He was animated.
Yeah.
Right? You remember him, Deb? Go ahead.
Of course. Yeah. So we call it Sal's Way now.
Yes.
So the little entrance coming into School 21 was named after Sal, her husband, when he passed, because he was such a beloved crossing guard over there. And really, he watched over the kids and always had a smile on his face. Yeah. So it's so nice, not to take over your interview here, but it's so nice that your husband gave to our community and your son gives to our community, and it's so nice that we can now give to you and help, you know, our community can come and help you. And that's why this program is just so amazing, that people in our community come out to help their neighbors, and it's a beautiful it's a program,
and it's great for seniors.
Yeah, it's excellent for seniors.
Well, once you become a senior, you let me know, and you can qualify for it.
Okay.
So, but the other thing about Sally, like, kids confided in him. I'm sure when they're going to school and coming home from school and they had something on their mind, you know, adults talk to their hairdresser, right? Yeah. You know, or their barber or something, or their bartender. They confide. Kids tend to talk to crossing guards. Yeah. And he was that kind of guy.
And watched over them.
Yeah,
he did.
All right, let's turn our attention now to Team Rubicon. This is their first year doing Tooling Around the Township. I don't know anything about you. It says disaster response. This is not exactly a disaster, but maybe, Paul, you can take the mic and tell me a little bit about all your efforts and what Team Rubicon means.
Certainly, Mayor. So Team Rubicon is a veteran-led organization that responds to natural disaster and response. Humanitarian nature, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization. While our capabilities range everywhere from doing damage assessment, EOC support, volunteer management, doing even debris removal following the wake of disasters, Team Rubicon starts within the local communities through local gray shirts like George, like Mike, and Dorothy that we have here today. And we like to get involved with service projects and build our membership base from there as well.
So how did you find out about Tooling Around the Township?
Tooling Around Township was actually found out through our local gray shirts here, Mike and George as well. And they reached out to us and they told us about this great opportunity that Tooling Around Township provides. It's very similar to the services that Tooling Around Township provides to its senior citizens, as well as those residents that might be disabled, low income, or facing financial hardships. Team Rubicon also goes out there, and we love to prioritize those people who might be disabled or, you know, first responders, so that we can get out there and, you know, continue providing services so that these residents can provide services to their communities.
Now I know why they waited for you, because you just laid this thing out perfectly. You're a great spokesperson. So you're trying to, you said, recruit and get, you know, grow. Tell people how they can go about learning more about Team Rubicon, possibly join. You have websites, you have social media. Tell everybody here.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anyone would like to get involved with Team Rubicon, you know, while we are a veteran-led organization, everyone from law enforcement, first responders, to civilians, everyday civilians like ourselves, can get involved. If you can actually just go online, volunteer or donate. The website is actually teamrubiconusa.org. You can get involved there. And eligibility requirements for Team Rubicon, very simple. 18 or older, just got to pass a background check and then go through our TR 101. And from that point on, you
Whoa,
are deployable.
time out. What the heck is a TR 101? Is it like an obstacle course? Is it a training thing? What is it? Is it like a class for 18 hours? What is it?
Certainly not an obstacle course. TR 101 is an online course. It's very interactive, but it just provides the basics of what TR is, as well as kind of what's expected, and then some of the I would say capabilities that we provide.
So you answered one of my questions when you started talking. It's not veteran required, veteran led. So are you guys veterans?
I am.
You are?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Are you?
I'm not a veteran, but a lot of my family members have served in the military.
Oh, great. So you don't have to be a veteran. You can just get involved and do stuff like this all year round.
Absolutely.
No, my daughter is also in Team Rubicon, so yeah, she's not a veteran. Definitely not
That's cool. All right. Very good. Well, anything else, Joan? Anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, I'd really appreciate the help.
Oh, Bill, let me ask you this. How did you actually find out about the program? Did Eddie tell you?
No, friends did.
Friends, oh, some kind of son he is. Well, thank you very much, Joan.
Thank you.
Oh, well, tell me what they're doing today. I forgot about that question. What are you guys doing today? What kind of work?
Well, they're going to fix my deck.
Okay.
And then I have a flower, it runs across the side of the fence.
Okay.
And it's all falling apart.
Okay.
The wood is all rotted out, so they're going to replace all that for me.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get close for a team picture here, if you guys don't mind. We got to also mention the Woodbridge Community Center, which provided the food, is going to provide the food today. We like to feed our volunteers and give them lunch. So the Woodbridge Community Center will be here today with some food later on. And, all right, Joan, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us help you. Okay, we're here now on Valley Road in Colonia, number 58 Valley Road. I'm with Robert and Evelyn. They are the homeowners. And my first question is not really a question, it's a complaint. How is number 62 Valley here, and then the next house is number 50, and then you go to the 70s, and the house next door is 108, and now you're 58. Right. How does that work?
Well, 100 and 108, there's 8, right?
Yeah.
So 108 plus 8 is 116.
Right.
But somehow it got divided into 2. 116 divided by 2 is 58.
There you go. There.
I don't know how.
Now that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
But I don't know why they did it like that.
How long have you been living here?
Since 1997.
So you've been here a long time?
Yes.
Does your postman get confused? Does Amazon get confused?
Now with GPS, everybody gets to go to our house. But before GPS, we used to tell UPS and FedEx, we are not between 50 and 60.
No, that would make too much sense.
Right. We are after 108.
You're between 108 and 128.
Right.
Oh, I'm confused. I'm totally confused. We parked. We're walking around. They called the cops on us, a bunch of people in the neighborhood on a Saturday morning. So tell me, how did you find out about the Tooling Around the Town program?
Through the, what is it, Colonia papers?
Oh, yes.
Colonia Corner?
Yeah, Colonia Corner.
Yeah, I know someone who owns that. That's your council person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you run ads for that?
Yes. Sure.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. And you got a crew here that's like second to none. You got 3 crews here.
Yeah.
You got Aquila Landscaping, you've got the Chamber of Commerce, and you've got the Woodbridge Perth Amboy Rotary.
Yeah, the whole crew.
So you got a bunch of guys who know what they're doing and a bunch of people who don't.
Well, they're learning.
They're learning.
Like us.
Like us.
So let me turn it over to Debbie, me, and the council person now and say a few words.
Thanks for the little plug for my newspaper.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great. It's great. It's great to see Aquila here and Holly from the Chamber and all of you here just spending your morning where you could be doing something else, sleeping in, doing other things, to come out and help somebody in our community that needs some tender love and care. Yeah, and a rainy day. It's going to hold up. But it's just good. It just shows how strong our community is and our businesses getting involved and our chambers getting involved and always doing good work here in Woodbridge Township. So thank you for everybody that came out and spending time. So
Yeah, it's only going to rain in the houses between 62 and 50. Let me now ask Greg Aquila, who is one of the best volunteers in the entire town. He's on the Chamber of Commerce board. He owns Aquila Landscaping. He does all kinds of work for the town. He also volunteers and does a lot of these little islands where nobody, to bring a crew there for the town is very uneconomical. So we try to get people to volunteer to help them, and he does them all over town. Greg, tell me what you're doing here today.
We have
a lot of work.
We have a lot of bamboo here. We're going to be removing it all, piling it up. owners here are going to do a cabana.
Trellis.
A trellis. They're going to build a trellis out of the bamboo, which I want to see when it's done. But it is a lot of work. We're hoping the rain holds out today. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce people, the members. They came out to help us today. The Woodbridge-Perth Amboy Rotary, they came out to help us today. I mean, there's a lot of work here to do, and, we appreciate it. Hopefully, we're going to get this done.
Great.
Okay, great.
Holly, you want to say a few words?
Yeah.
I would love
It's
to.
my job
Thanks.
to introduce
Yeah.
Holly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You want to try again?
And here's Holly.
Thanks, Mayor. So this is just an example of another amazing program that Woodbridge Township offers their residents. And as everybody had said, as Councilperson Meehan had said, this is just a program where everybody comes out, dedicates their Saturday, is dressed down in work boots and hats. Thank you to my staff, Amanda Racconati, who is here with us today, members of my board of directors, and also the Woodbridge-Perth Amboy Rotary Club, who is committed to service above self. Thank you for dedicating your Saturday with us today.
And I have to add something so I can go home tonight. My wife is here helping us out today.
All right.
We have my son, Gregory. We have his girlfriend, Stacy. They help us out every year. They come out and they work hard. And I want to thank them also.
I noticed that you introduced your wife, but Holly did not introduce her husband. Just saying. Just saying. Isabel, you want to say anything about the Woodbridge-Perth Amboy Rotary?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone.
Your husband.
My husband is here. Thank you, Leah, for being here. He's right in the back. I want to thank all my Rotarians here. This is what we do for our community. We really care. We are people with service of heart. That's what we do. Thank you all, and good morning. And let's get to work.
All right, so Greg, bamboo is difficult to deal with, right?
Yes.
You got to do a lot of special work with it.
It is. I know it's illegal now to plant it.
Right.
But taking it down is even worse. It's a lot of. This is very large.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take time, but it's a tough plant, and if you let it go for another few years, it's gonna look just like this again.
Right.
So it's that's why you can't plant it anymore.
Well, Patrick only gives the toughest jobs to the people who can handle it. So this is good.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go. The food is provided by Agape. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a wonderful new Greek restaurant. It's actually in Rahway, which is unfortunate, but it's on the strip mall as you go down Route 27 from Colonia into Rahway. There's a strip mall on the left. When I was a kid, there was a big elephant on the corner. I think that was a dry cleaners. I always remember that big elephant thing. But the first two stores are in Woodbridge. The rest of the stores are in Rahway. Unfortunately, this one is in Rahway, but I say that kidding because Mayor Ray Jacoby is wonderful. We had a joint grand opening. He's a terrific mayor. We got a great relationship. The family that owns. And the family is from Colonia.
Residents from
Peter, Peter, very involved in first aid.
Go try them out.
Yes, Agape on Route 27 in Rahway, but that's okay.
There you go.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Evelyn. Pleasure meeting you. Thank you. Okay, we're here now at stop number 3 on Saturday of Tooling Around the Town 2025. I'm with Pat from Dogwood Lane at Colonia. And Pat, tell me what's going on here today.
Well, we're having the deck reinforced. It's a 30-year-old deck, and it's kind of wobbly. So they're going to reinforce that, and they're going to put some new lattice on.
All right, very cool.
Yeah.
How did you find out about Tooling Around the Town?
Oh, I've seen you many years on Channel 35.
You watch Channel 35?
Yeah.
Somebody does.
Yes. I mean, they have some great exercise programs, too.
Oh, don't tell Carol that. Carol used to do that.
Yes. And also
again.
from the calendar, of course.
Okay.
I've seen it so many
Great.
times.
So you met Bruce and Kimberly here?
Yes, I did.
These are two people that just exude community service because you just do this as regular people every single year. No connection to a group, no connection to a club or a charity, just because you feel like doing it. And how many years have you been doing this?
5, 6 years. I don't know.
Oh,
Started
more
before the
I
pandemic.
think more than that, yeah.
Before the pandemic, so.
Okay, and tell me, Pat described the whole idea with the deck and the lattice. Tell me what you're working on.
I ripped off all the old lattice. We're putting some new plastic lattice in. to keep the animals out from the bottom. And some of the posts are a little loose. We're going to drill through and bolt the corner post in to make them a little more rigid. There's a step on the other side that's a little wonky.
Okay.
So I'll rip that step off and
make it safer.
Yeah, it's like a 9.5-inch step and an 8.5-inch step and a 7-inch half step. So it's they're kind of difficult to get up and down.
Yeah, sure. Especially once you get older, you time it and then all of a sudden you're tripping over.
I'm going to move the top one up a little bit and even it out. That's nothing.
Why said older? You're not getting older, no. So what's your field? What do you do? What did you do or do you do? Were you carpentry? Were you working with your hands your whole life?
My father was a carpenter for many years, so I learned from him. And I rebuilt my house when I did second floor when Kimmy and her sister were born.
Okay.
And I laid all the plans out, had a contractor do the outside, but then I did everything inside.
Okay.
And then I'm a salesman. I'm retired. I work for a company in Plymouth Vent. We do ventilation systems.
Okay.
Down here, Department of Public Works got our exhaust system in it. Trying to get a firehouse.
Did you become handy just from hanging out?
Yep. He calls me the son that he never had. So.
Okay, cool. So anything he can do, you can do better?
I don't know about better, but try to learn.
She doesn't need a lot of instruction.
Now, what do you do? Nothing with this.
No, I'm a teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, I work for 4 and 5. Love it.
Oh, you're in Woodbridge?
Yeah.
I probably knew that, but I forgot it. Avenel School, yeah. Have you been in? Well, you can't be in. It's a construction zone, but that new school is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Doesn't it look great?
Yep, looking forward to it.
Yeah. That's now the oldest school. 4 is the oldest school in town.
Yep.
So slowly we replaced Ross Street, and then one by one, all these schools, the older ones, they're 110 years old.
Yep.
This is a much better learning environment.
Yeah.
Great. You got a great principal there. So
I love Mary. She's excellent.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yep. She's great.
All right. Let me ask Debbie to say a few words. This is Debbie Meehan, 5th Ward Councilwoman.
Morning, good morning. So, this is our third stop. The common thread for all of these homes have been people that work for our township or are part of our township, and they're coming out and they're helping other people in our community. And without you and your dad, we couldn't do these programs. And it's just amazing that you're just giving up your Saturday morning. You're helping somebody you don't even know, a stranger that will now be your friend, I'm sure. And it's just great. So thank you for doing what you're doing for our community.
And we're joined by Patrick McSherry, who is the guy putting everything together. We don't put Pat in all the videos we do with each house, but Patrick, phenomenal job. The great lady here who deserves the help, and great volunteers who come out of their own time, like Debbie said, once a year to help out.
Yeah, and thank you to Bruce and Kimberly. They come out every year, and all the other volunteers that really make everything happen. So appreciate it, and happy to do it.
And it's a great day so far. The rain held out. You're lucky. We're all lucky.
It is. It's gonna hold out.
We got a lot of work to do before it rains.
Of course.
I also want to mention D'Italia, which is nearby on Avenel Street. They are providing the lunch, so you're in luck.
Oh, good.
Because that is a good place. It's a very, very good. They got the coolest menu. It's like gigantic. You can get anything you want there.
Yeah.
Right?
It is big.
All right, terrific. Well, thanks for watching. We're on to our next stop on Tooling Around the Town 2025. Okay, we're here now on Hudson Boulevard again. We were just 2 doors away yesterday. I'm joined by Isa Burgoyne, a young lady who I know for a long time.
Yes.
You used to do your taxes, right?
Yes, sir.
So that was a long time ago. I haven't had that business in almost 25 years.
Yeah.
So that's how long it's been since I've seen you. So we're joined. Why don't you tell me what they're done, by the way. It's only a little after, not even 10 o'clock.
No.
And they're done. Tell me what they did.
I had bulging on a upper section of my siding, and it was a problem. Couldn't get anybody to come out, and I heard about the program, applied, and these guys are awesome, and I'm very grateful to the program.
How did you hear about the program?
I called the company for siding and couldn't get them, but they said, check with your township. They may have something.
Really?
And I was like, whoa, why didn't I think of that? And lo and behold, I talked to Patrick and Jim, and it's been smooth.
Oh, Jim Major, okay.
Yeah,
very
been
cool.
Smooth sailing. I really appreciate it. The program is wonderful.
And you got two good groups here. Steve represents the Parks Department, the best public works department, parks department in the state. You look at around this town, and the condition of our fields and our parks, second to none. Stevie, tell me about the crew you had out here today.
We had Hammer here, of course, and myself.
Don't worry, I'll get to you.
And we just helped her out and replaced the siding. It wasn't nailed properly, so we were able to strip off part of the wall on the side and refasten the nails to the studs instead of the plywood. And now it should hold up for a long time.
It seems like a lot of work to be done this quick.
Well, we're used to doing this.
How many guys did you have?
Hammer and myself.
Oh, just two of you?
Yes.
And Hammers normally works with the American Irish Association, but they had a very big house this year and they didn't want him getting in the way. So they actually assigned him to this house on Hudson Boulevard, right? Is that what happened, Hammer?
That's what happened, yep. I got demoted.
So tell me about the program. You've done it every year.
What it is, the program is we help people that can't afford to have their houses done, older people mainly, and we pick...
Or in this case, can't find anybody to
Can't
get the
find
house done.
anybody to do it. We pick 2 houses a year. It's called Tooling Around, and we go and we fix everything they need done on it. We get a group of people. We get some contractors to help us. We get other contractors to donate products and everything. And what we do, we go in and we do the house from A to Z. And then our other group, we do Tooling Around too. This is another section of the township program that the mayor got. It's called Tooling Around. We build ramps for seniors that can't.
Oh, right, the ramp, Eddie and the Rampers.
Eddie and the Rampers. Eddie sharing from the Irish Club, but it's part of the mayor's program too. So.
Oh, don't give me any credit. That's all Eddie. Eddie's been doing this long before me, man.
Yeah, but you gave us authority. You're in charge. You told us we could do it. And it's a good program. We help people. We volunteer. You got workers that come from the city on the weekend. They give the time up to help. It's a big family thing. It's like we're a big family here. We help our neighbors that we can.
Very good. And you notice there's no electric involved in this job.
No, and I'm not going to...
Patrick, were you here then?
Yeah, I was volunteering at that time.
You were volunteering. You weren't working for us yet.
No.
So come on, come over here. Tell me what you remember about that fateful day with Eddie here.
Hammer, we were doing a house
with Hammer
in Woodbridge. Hammer goes up to change a light fixture on the exterior on the ladder, and I get zapped. Falls off the ladder.
No, he didn't fall off.
Okay.
I was there. I was watching it. He's up there. He's up on the ladder. He was doing a light fixture. He gets zapped. He didn't fall. He jumped off the ladder backwards. You're like an acrobat, and he landed on his feet. Now we thought he was going to fall and he was electrocuted. You didn't really get electrocuted. You got zapped.
I got zapped.
It was amazing. He just flew backwards and landed on his feet.
The problem is that the lady's son-in-law said he was an electrician and he had all the wires mixed up. So I shut the box off the switches outside, but it wasn't. It was on another switch. So what I did was I shut all the switches off till I got the light done. Because that was mean. I was like, da-na-na-na-na. I was like Spider-Man. Da-na-na-na.
Carol, help me here. Come here, help me here.
So, this is so funny because I was just going to say something about people who don't normally have these skills are here using new skills, fixing up people's homes. I mean, you do parks, and here you are doing new siding. You do, I don't know what. But and then we hear this story, which is kind of amazing. And you came and you came back to do this again year after year after year. But
for 9 years.
Oh my gosh! But we'll be able to talk the Irish Club. They are the most giving town, which is one of the reasons you gave them a key to the township, because there's they're cleaning up the parks in Colonia. They do tooling. They do the hardest houses that there are, and the ramps and Parks Department. I have to, you mentioned that when I was on the council. When I first got on the council, honestly, I was like, we got to get a landscape artist or somebody here to do something with parks. They were not well kept, and in time, with people like you, we have the most beautiful parks anywhere. So thank you. And you see a dandelion, it won't be there tomorrow. You're just great. So thank you.
So that is true. It really is about the leadership of public works and the leadership of parks. When you got the right people in charge and they know how to get people to work for them, it's terrific. And you guys, you do so much outside of the basic parks. The concerts, you're always there. Every show, there's people from parks setting up, cleaning up. Every parade, every event in town where there's, things going on outdoors, you guys are always there. You're terrific. Any last thing you want to say? How's your taxes been for the last 25 years? You're still getting refunds?
I'm still doing them every year.
All right.
It's good.
Don't mess with Uncle Sam.
We're going to mention that also Bussin' Empanadas. That is a brand new restaurant in Avenel. We are in Avenel, as I said before. They are on Rahway Avenue. When you come down Avenel Street, Dunkin's on your right. There's a little office building with Greenway Success Centers on your left. You make a left and they're on the right. There used to be a soul food place there. There's a Avenel Barbecues there. A couple other things. They're right there. Perry Penna, one of our terrific cops, and runs this business. It's in a school bus. They go to our concerts and they make phenomenal empanadas. They were so busy and so good, they actually opened up a storefront. We'll be recognizing them this week, I believe, with a grand opening. Hammer, you're not invited.
Okay.
There's too many live wires around there.
Yeah, I got still look. I still got the shakes.
All right. Well, let's take a group photo. Thank you. All right.
Great.
Thank you, folks. We'll be back.
you.
Thanks, Alexa.
Good to see you.
You too. You too. It's been a long time.
And you've done a great job for the town.
Thanks. Okay, we're here now at a house on Prospect Avenue in Avenel on Tooling Around the Town 25. Joining us are the Scouts from Troop 143. We have Jeff and Beth Broadwell back to our left. I'm going to start over on the right. I'm going to give you the microphone. I want you to say your name and pass the mic down. You guys are Scouts?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you might be maybe a couple years too old to be a Scout. Just take the microphone and pass it down. Tell me your name.
Hello, I'm Pallavi Shetty.
Hello, I am Mita Shah.
Hi, I'm Ashima Gupta.
I'm Rahi. I'm Krisha Shah.
Hi, I'm Ariana Shetty.
Hi, I'm Anish Ravi.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Carter Broadwell.
Hello, I'm Aaron Bichino.
Hello, I'm Ved.
Hello, I'm Ruhan Sharma.
Hi, I'm Neev Singh.
Hi, I'm Cecilia Reynoso.
Hi, I'm Kartik Rai.
Hi, I'm Divya Patel.
Hi, I'm Kavya Shah.
Hi, I'm John. So let me give it over to Jeff and Beth. They are have a historical part of their life in Woodbridge Township, and that their daughter was the very first female Eagle Scout in Woodbridge Township history. Let me say a few words about that and then tell us about this project. Alexa Broadwell is historical.
Oh, yeah. So Alexa recently made Eagle, actually a year ago, and it's helped her a lot. And actually now she's attending the Auxiliary Police Academy for Woodbridge Township. She's at Kane University as a sophomore.
And by the way, her name is not Brittany.
It is not Brittany. It is definitely Alexa.
I thought it was a multiple.
And she graduated from Colonia High School, not JFK.
Oh, so I'm totally wrong. Well, please, Jeff, tell her I apologize.
I will.
So how'd you get involved in this?
Last year we did a house on Kennedy Street in Island. So we wanted another project, and when Tool Around the Town came along, we said, find something for the troop. And this is basically almost like what we did last year, cleaning brush away from the house and stuff like that.
It's a lot of work here. Yeah,
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work here than last year's.
Right. Okay.
So, but it's very satisfying to the Scouts. It's giving back to the community.
Very good. Very good. Carter, let me ask you, how far are you along in your Scout path? What rank are you?
Right now I'm Star.
Okay.
So I have 2 more ranks left.
Okay, you going to do it?
Yep.
You're definitely going to do it?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to be the guy whose older sister's an Eagle Scout and you're not, right?
Nope.
Don't let that happen, man. Don't let that happen. How about you? What are you? What rank?
I'm a Life Scout.
Oh, really? Cool. What do you need? You're going to do a project soon?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Yes. I'm planning on doing something with veterans.
Okay.
And creating some type of like memorial about veterans.
Okay. Got to talk to us about that. We're happy to help you. We love working with Eagle Scouts. Who wants to take a microphone here and tell me about this project? What was it like when you walked in and saw, the overgrown brush and everything? Who wants to talk about that? Don't make me pick somebody. I pick you. Oh, you want to do it? Okay, good.
At the beginning, when I saw the whole thing, I was like, there's no way we could get this done. I thought, there's no way we could get this done.
So you think you're going to get it done, right? Let me go. How about you? You want to go? You want to try?
When I walked in, it was like a mess. And I was like, we can't do this. But when we started, I noticed that we were getting a lot of progress done, and we're probably going to finish with the time we have left.
Cool. All right. Anybody else want to say anything? How about you? Any of you guys, Chloe, what's the highest rank you guys have? Anybody here first class? Anybody here second class? Anybody here tenderfoot? You guys scouts?
Raise your hand higher.
Oh, you're tenderfoot. All right. What do you want to say about tell me about scouting.
So as I've come along far on my journey, even though I'm still a tenderfoot, I've still learned a lot. Basically, scouting has helped me a lot, helping me even outside. I've learned to improve on helping my parents with my yard work, and I've improved a lot on that too. I've improved a lot mentally and morally, because now every time that I'm in school, I sometimes help out other people as well, even though sometimes they're not mostly helped by teachers or students. I still help them because I feel that they're a little bit needy too.
All right, cool. So tell me, Beth, about the fact that this is one of the first combined Boy and Girl Scout troops, and it's a test case. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so when we started the girls' troop, we were two separate troops with a shared committee, a linked committee. But now this year we're participating in a pilot program which allows us to operate as one troop with one scoutmaster, which definitely makes it a lot easier. Now we're not both scoutmaster, we can do separate jobs, which helps. The scouts are working together in mixed gender patrols, and it's really working. A lot of our scouts are families that have both genders in them, and their parents don't have to rush to two different places, or maybe their close friend is of the opposite gender and they can still participate in the same unit. We all know that in scouting, when you're scouting with your friends, you're more likely to stick with it and enjoy it more. So that's another plus.
Great. All right. Well, once you guys get all close in here, we're going to take a nice group picture. Okay. And we want to mention Rocco's Pizza, right on Avenel Street, right down the road from between the train station and Rahway Avenue. They have great pizza, and I don't know what they're bringing, but if you guys like McDonald's, they have a phenomenal Big Mac pizza. I'm telling you, they put the same ingredients on the pizza that they put in a Big Mac, and they put the 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, except it's not on a sesame seed bun. It's on a pizza crust, and it is dynamite. So make sure... Well, I'm not sure what they're going to bring here. They might not bring a Big Mac pizza because it's very expensive. And they named it after me, which is really cool. Everybody thinks they named it after the McDonald's Big Mac. No, they named it after the mayor of Woodbridge, John McCormac, whose nickname is Big Mac. So next time you go there, just say, I want the mayor's pizza, and they'll know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, we got a deal? All right, guys, let's get together for a picture. All right, guys, thanks for your help. You're helping somebody in need. You're going to make our whole life different when this whole place is cleaned up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're here now at the Island Library with the Island Middle School Garden Club and with the Woodbridge Adult Garden Club. Let me start all the way on the right. I'm going to give you the microphone. Just tell me your name and pass it to your left.
My name is Maya. Offering.
Navia,
Niadi.
Kiara,
Ozioma.
Carol.
John.
Yasin.
Mrs. Weber.
Angie.
Tom.
And let me start with you, Lauren. You are the nurse in Island Middle.
Yes.
We saw Gloria yesterday, your guidance counselor. She was here at the house. She helped hook up, which was a wonderful thing she did. Tell me what it's like having all these talented kids out here working today.
It's really so nice to have the support of the kids. They do a great job. They come here a couple times a year to help clean up, do some mulch. It really shows the garden's looking beautiful.
It is. It's wonderful. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Miss Weber here was a lifesaver. Way back, is it 2 years yet?
Yeah, just about.
There was somebody who was struck by lightning in the park, the field right by your school, and they were doing some work, and was a very tense situation. And there was a cop right there that jumped right in and helped do CPR, and Miss Weber came out with the paddles, the
AED, yep.
AED is what I'm looking for, and she helped save somebody's life, so she's a hero. How cool is that? So who wants to tell me what it's like? Who wants to tell me what it's like coming out here, a couple times a year and working on what is the Garden for the Blind? We'll get into that in a minute. But what is behind me, look here, a beautiful rain garden. Who wants to talk about that? Don't make me pick somebody. I'm going to pick you.
So it's like a beautiful garden. There's flowers over there, and they're labeled them. And right now we're just laying down the mulch for the rain garden.
Okay, who knows what rain gardens do and why they're important? Anybody? Are you raising your hand?
Tommy's raising his hand.
Oh, Tom doesn't get called on. Who knows why rain gardens are important? Come on, somebody. You guys are from Islam Middle. You're all smart. Come on. How about it? Want to give it a shot? No? Nobody? Nobody? All right, Tom. I'll call on Tommy. Tom Flynn works with Carol in the sustainability division. He's a certified floodplain manager. He's just does a phenomenal job. Anytime we have anything with flooding, anytime things with the environment, Tom's the guy for it. Tell me about the rain garden.
Thanks so much, Mayor. Yeah, we're so happy to have IMS out here today, and rain gardens help capture stormwater runoff, that first inch of rainfall that we always see. Those heavy storm events. It's not going to stop your Sandy, your Irenes, your Idas, right? But it helps with water quality. Anything here gets filled up into these drains, and then if it gets up too high, it goes right into our storm system. So it's just a better way to manage our overall storms, water quality. It's great for the environment, pollinators. So we're happy to have IMS out here to help us.
Great. And Angie, you are the head of the Woodbridge Garden Club.
Right.
About the wonderful display over there.
Okay. This garden was developed about 50 years ago. That was started out as the garden for the blind and the physically handicapped, which is the wall up on top there. And over the years, it just kind of kept spreading more and more. But then the street came and we had to stop, and stuff like that. And if it weren't for these great kids who came on their vacation day to help us out, we wouldn't be able to maintain this garden, and we really appreciate their help. They've been helping us, about 12 years now, something like that. Since Sandy, I think, around that time they started. And as I said, every year they come about 2 times, and we have a group of kids that come, and they are just wonderful, and we really appreciate it. And by the way, Tom, you forgot to mention with the rain garden, the water that seeps down gets purified as it goes out to the thing. So it's not only that the water
floods, forgot something.
Not only that it drains. So that's the garden aspect of it, right? Right. So again, we really appreciate. And not only did they come today, but we had technically canceled because they told us we were going to have thunderstorms, and yet. Didn't they all show up and come and help? So appreciated. So they really deserve a big hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, Carol, you've been coming out here for the rain garden, and especially the garden over there for the blind. Every year we come out.
Every year, twice a year, today and also at National Public Lands Day, we are here. And I just want to do another little plug for the rain garden. We have started a program called Adopt a Rain Garden, and they have all been adopted. We have a number of them throughout the town, at 11. The library, 11, throughout the schools, throughout the libraries, and anybody who wants to join one of the teams to keep them clean. It doesn't take a lot of work. It's twice a year. You come and you take out a few of the plants that shouldn't be there. It's a little bit of a skill because you don't want to pull the plants that should be there, but we train you in how to do it, and that's how we keep the rain gardens beautiful and also functioning properly.
Great. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Okay, we're back in Menlo Park Terrace on the Tooling Around the Township 25 tour. Joining me are Bill and Carmela Fee. They live on the corner of Hudson Street and Wall Street.
Yeah.
And you already asked me, did I go to school with Kevin Dunn? I did, and I was older than him, but my brother Kevin did. So how long have you been living here?
Since 1970.
Oh, boy. Okay, we got to go back then, because you got the Dunns here.
Right.
You had the Franklins.
Right.
Up a little bit. I went to school with Jimmy Franklin.
We had the Raffas.
Relax, I'll take care of this. On the corner, you had the Boses.
Yes.
And Schmidt's next to them with their 5 or 6 kids.
Yes.
You probably don't go further up with Steinmetz and Skinner and Kopko and Antonellis and all them.
We know them.
Yeah, oh, you know those names? All right. You had Minervini right there in the corner.
Yes.
Majeski up a couple houses. I don't remember these 2 houses. And my paper route had me 2-store, the third house down that way. I can't remember her name though. You had the Roths. You had the Van Pelts.
Were over there.
Right, and Van Pelts up there.
Yeah.
This is a pretty busy corner. You got all the kids coming and going to school 19 right here.
Yeah.
Still.
Still, right, that's true. So how do you like living here?
I like it.
Now, Bill Fee, I mean, I know I've come across that name. Were you fire? What were you?
I was on a fire department.
I thought so, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what they're doing for you here now.
Well, I had a garden down there, and they're cleaning that out. I can't do it anymore.
Right, right. Yeah. And how did you find out about the program?
My daughter.
How did she find out about it?
Her girlfriend,
Poppy.
Smolder.
Oh, Poppy Smolder from the Housing Authority.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she does something every year.
Yes.
Out here. Okay, great. And come on up there, Erica from Malillo Construction.
Consulting, IT technology.
Okay, so what does Malillo do?
We do IT technology. We're in Somerset County, but I reside in Woodbridge Township.
That a girl,
The
that a
team
girl.
from my company came to help out.
And how did you find out about the program, Tina? Because I don't think have you done this before?
No, but I see the signs around town.
So you just said, why doesn't my company get involved?
Yeah, well, we knew April was volunteer month, so we were looking for something to do to volunteer for our team, and this is what we found.
And how'd you find it?
I saw signs like throughout the years. So, and plus we get the calendar. I love the calendar, the township calendar.
Wow, Megan.
Ah, there
Megan
you
and
go.
Kelly, that's
It's
the girl. They're
awesome.
responsible for the. So, Carol's the chief of staff. Every place we go, we find we're doing something right because the calendar, has gotten us so much. There's things we do and publicizing, even this being on TV, it all works.
And word of mouth.
Yes.
Which
yes.
is really important. And what I like is that people like you are coming forward to volunteer. Never have enough. And it is the spirit of volunteerism that started this whole program. So thank you so much. And on a personal level, I can't begin to tell you how much fun every time we do these things and we come into Menlo Park Terrace, for me to listen to Menlo Park Terrace geography and all the people who he went to school with and that he knew. And I delivered paper to that house and that house and that house. But you know what? It just shows what a small town this is. And just one more thing that I want to say, the fact that you served on the fire department and you have given to us for many, many years, it is really, really special that we can give back to you,
Agreed.
So thank you.
And I'm just looking at Maryknoll. Don't get me started on Maryknoll Street. I mean, the Rogers right there, they had like 8 kids, right? Do you remember them? Or do you don't know much about Maryknoll? And you had the Costanzos and the Giulianos and the Westervelts and Swindlers. That was all I had so many houses on Maryknoll on my paper route. I do remember them all. If it happened, Bill, in the 70s, I remember it. If it happened last week, I don't have a clue. Let me we've been doing it all weekend. Pat McSherry. Pat, you want to talk about the project and also mention Dunnigan was here before too, right?
Yes. So Dunnigan came and we fixed the
Dunnigan
sump
Plumbing,
pump.
by the way. Yeah.
Dunnigan Plumbing. There was an issue with the sump pump discharge line going out to the street. That was taken care of earlier in the week, and Erica's team is here taking care of a garden that just went on the wayside.
Need some love.
Yeah. So taking everything out, putting some topsoil, seed, and hopefully that seed will grow in with some water, right? Bill, put a little sprinkler there and keep it watered. And
I had the sprinkler in the
so thank you to Erica's team, and it's really awesome to see just an individual who's part of Woodbridge Township recruit volunteers from her company, and it's awesome to see. And we got a new team for next year as well.
Yeah, you're starting now.
So thank you very much.
It's like the mob. Once you're in, you can't get out. We're going to grab you back in. Anything more you want to say, Bill or Carmela, about this great program?
Oh, I think this is a good thing, actually. A lot of people, need help.
Sure. And like Carol said, I think that's very well put. You've done it for years, helping others, and now that we have a chance to say thank you back to you.
Yes.
And I guess you don't have too much problems with bad guys coming to these birds here. They look like they're killer birds.
Yeah, he made them.
I don't think they scare anybody, by the way.
They don't.
We also want to mention Bahama Breeze, one of my favorite places in town. In Woodbridge Center, they are providing the food. I don't know if you got to order, but if you get to order, the lobster and shrimp linguine is really, really good.
That is great.
You go there?
Yes.
Yeah, we've done it.
Oh, good. So that's your favorite dish, too?
Yes.
All right. We got a lot in common aside from Menlo Park Terrace.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Welcome back to Tooling Around the Town 2025. We are now on King George Road in Fords with one of the tougher houses of the year, which means we have Woodmont here, who's a great developer in town. Before we go to Steve from Woodmont, Carol, tell me about Woodmont since you handle all the projects in town. They got a couple done and one they're working on. Go ahead.
So, first of all, I just want to welcome Woodmont. There's never any limit. I think since you started building here, you have been a part of tooling every single year. And you have built 2 warehouses in Hope Lawn, and they are both very successful. When I drive by, I see they're busy all the time. So that is great. And we're about to go on to a new project, which we've been waiting for a little bit in Metro Park. So that's really exciting. Do you know what we're doing there?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, good.
Good.
Tell
You got
us about it.
This is Steve from Woodmont. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
Tell us about the project first, then we'll talk about the house.
So that project is 300 luxury apartments that we're building in the Metro Park section of Woodbridge, and we're looking to break ground in June. It's a very exciting project. We're all thrilled to be doing more work in the township.
And there's a senior component to that, right?
Yes, there is. There's a whole separate senior building.
Okay, great. Now tell me about this is a tough house. You guys got a lot of work here.
So we got a good one here. Thrilled to be doing this for Joseph and Josephine. Got to meet them, got to know them pretty well throughout the project. Great couple, and we have 11 volunteers here, and everybody's just happy to help out.
Tell me about what you're doing, actually.
Oh, so we're replacing the siding in the front of the house. There was some old cedar siding that was deteriorated, and we're putting new vinyl siding. We're doing a lot of landscaping. We're doing a ADA ramp in the off the back door so that Joseph can get out of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be a great improvement for them.
Are all these workers your employees, or some of them your contractors?
So these are subcontractors of ours, FM Home Improvements, and our 11 team members are in the back.
So you get them because they do so much work for you and get paid. You get them to volunteer for the weekend.
I think they're just happy to volunteer.
Great, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
No, because they do a lot of work with you. Come
Yes.
on over, man.
How are you? This is how we're doing.
How you doing, Howard? Anything you want to add? Steve just covered everything. Anything you want to add about Woodmont or about this project?
We're just happy to be here helping the community.
And what's it like to always get one of the hardest houses of the year?
This was
every
the
year?
hardest one?
Wow.
No, the one where we had to rebuild the garage and the new roof, that was the hardest one.
Oh, yeah, I remember
That was in Ford's, right? No, that was in Island.
Yeah.
That was in Island by Metro Park. Oh, this is a walk in the park. This looks pretty hard.
Yeah.
That one was tough.
Yes.
There was everything was
The whole
falling
garage
apart.
fell
Yeah,
apart. We
everything
went
was
in to do a repair and it turned out to be a new garage.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I felt bad that one. We definitely took advantage of you guys that time.
Can I just say something about Steve Santola? So, Steve is fantastic because, like you, he was a mayor. And so he...
I am a mayor.
Yeah, but like he was. Yeah, he was, you are. But he gets every part, not just about the construction, but he gets about the giving back. And when you enter in a town to do a project, you become part of that town and you give back. And we just love Woodmont, and we love Steve Santola.
And he told me that I had to be here today to do something on his behalf.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. I'm just kidding, but he is. No,
He is in Vegas?
He is. Yeah.
Wow.
A college.
Yeah, well,
get
it's
together.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
And I think there's some kind of conference going on too in Vegas now.
That's maybe what he's telling everybody.
He's good because, like Carol said, he gets it.
Yeah.
Like he knows why we're doing this, and then therefore he can set everything up to help us out the way he knows we need.
Well, because Woodmont's integrated, because we're integrated from acquisition, development, approvals, construction, and property management, we see the whole picture from when we start with a concept to when we have our residents move in and we're now part of the community.
Right,
So
exactly.
We experience the whole thing.
Well, terrific. Well, we appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Maybe next year we'll give you a house that needs just a lawn cut or something like that.
Glad you got here before the rain comes.
No, we won't.
We're
No, we
trying to
won't.
beat the rain, so...
So far, so good, but it does
It's 12,
feel like...
o'clock, they said it's coming, so we got to hurry up.
Oh, is it not even noon yet? We're not even noon yet?
It's 11.
Oh my gosh, this day is going by slow. All right, thanks very much,
Well,
gentlemen.
thank you. Thank you for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Say hi to Steve.
Yes, say hi to
Take
Steve
care.
for
Yes.
us.
We will.
Okay, we're now on Crows Mill Road in Fords with Linda Perino, my trivia fan, a friend over from Hickory Senior Center. We've been doing trivia there for several years. Liz Cowan, of course, is a friend of mine, knew I do trivia for a bunch of people. She said, why don't you do it at Hickory? We did. It took off. It's been great. And you guys are just too smart. You win all the time.
Yeah, well,
Not every time. And you got to let that other group win once in a while.
Yeah.
But it's fun, isn't it?
yes, definitely.
I try to pick the questions I think that will be appropriate. But you guys, I do 40 questions. You're always in 35 to 38.
Yeah.
And I could tell you are the smart one. No, I watch. No, because there's only a few teams, but after I ask a question, I watch.
You see what happens?
It's just funny. And watching Barbara at your table, oh, she's a riot.
Oh, yes,
She's
definitely.
a riot. And she doesn't realize there's only a few teams, but and she talks so loud. No, she doesn't do it on purpose. She'll just say, you know, who's the first president? George Washington, you know, like, and then everybody can hear her.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell me about this project here. What's this lovely group doing for you?
Oh, they're doing all kinds of stuff. This was a mess that was left by the contractor who worked on this side of the house.
Okay.
But they're fixing it up for me because there were birds and squirrels getting inside there.
Okay.
And then they already fixed my deck in the back, and there's an indoor project that they haven't gotten to yet in my kitchen.
Okay, how did you find out about the program? Through Hickory?
Yeah, somebody was talking about it, and one of the women, Louise, said you had done a lot of stuff at her house years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, you know, I figured, well, okay, it's worth looking into, you know.
So we've had so many different ways people found out about this, from the newsletter to the calendar to the Colonial Corner, the Corner newspaper, to word of mouth.
Channel 35.
Watching Channel 35, so many different ways.
Yes.
So,
and we have from the senior club.
Right. Let's get Team Rubicon. Come on over, guys.
So if I can, I just want to admire
my tree.
Oh, I know.
I love
cool.
my tree.
And your bushes. Oh my God! And
it only looks like this for a couple of weeks.
Oh, exactly. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Oh, back there, that's a rhododendron.
Rhododendron. That was in my house that I was growing up in. When they blossom.
Yeah.
So
I
beautiful.
planted that in a 3-gallon tub when we moved in here 35 years ago.
Wow.
The azaleas were already here. The tree was here.
The only problem with this is one good windstorm and it's all over.
Yeah.
So
and then I get lousy, you know, a green tree. It's pretty. My son hates it because it's hard to mow the lawn underneath it. You know, I don't have a problem. I go around it, but he, you know.
Oh, well, kids. What are you going to do? So, George, Mike, tell me about, we talked already with Team Rubicon. You got a couple new people here. Tell me again what's going on with this house.
So, led by our team captain, Al, Ingrid and Ron.
Oh, let's talk to Al then.
Hello, Al. Team Rubicon, veteran-based organization for emergency response and community volunteering, which is what we're doing today.
So a lot of work here. There's a good house with a decent amount of work.
Yeah, we have. We're fixing the front door. We fixed the back rail deck, so the homeowner doesn't fall off.
All right, that's a good thing.
We have some interior work we have to do, some patching of the
If she can't make trivia, her team's going to lose. I'm telling you.
And Mike, Ingrid, and Rob. That's our volunteers for the day.
And all veterans? Yeah.
Yeah. 3 veterans and one. We have one. No, he's a major volunteer though. Civilians are welcome too. They help out a lot. New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So we come from all over the country.
We had not heard of Team Rubicon until this morning. The house that didn't Colony. We had not heard of you. I think this is great. We have another one we can hit up, you know, whenever we need something.
I just got to touch base and we set up. We have to get a hold of the parent organization, get approval from them, and work out the details. And
That's great.
we'll get more than willing to help everybody out.
Terrific. Well, Linda, thanks for letting us help you. And I'll see you soon at Hickory Senior Center.
Yes.
All right, thanks, folks. We want to thank Dolce Pizza. It used to be Villa Borghese on New Brunswick Avenue, right around the corner, really.
Yeah.
Really good place. I don't know if you've been there, but
Many times.
they're redoing it. They're going to take it down and rebuild it as Dolce Pizza with some residences upstairs and make it much bigger. It's going to be a very nice Italian restaurant in downtown Florence. It is, but it's going to be bigger and nicer.
So
that they're going to be at the Tiki Bar?
Oh yeah,
They were at the opening.
They were at the opening of the Tiki Bar.
Yeah.
They must have sold 80 pizzas.
Yeah.
Every place I look, somebody had a pizza box, which is great. They do very good jobs. You're going to like the pizza that comes here, guys. All right, thanks. We'll be back, folks. Our next Tooling Around the Town spot is in Hope Lawn on Emmett Avenue. We're joined by Mary, the homeowner, and Patrick Micheri, the coordinator of Tooling Around the Town. And first of all, Patrick, Smolder was here, Smolder Construction. Tell me what they did. They're gone now.
Yeah, so there was a dead tree that had fallen in the backyard.
Oh, there it is. I just noticed.
Over here. 3 trees, actually, and Smolder came and took care of that earlier in the week. We also had Columbia Bank here cut the grass. They had some other work to do here, which they're gonna do at a later date. And the guys you see before, Pat the Hammer, putting up a new awning, took down the old awning that you hated. We were gonna try to salvage it.
It was ancient, yeah.
So, putting up a new awning and another successful project here.
So tell me, Mary, how did you find out about tooling around the town?
Through a friend of mine and the people across the street that
Pat was just saying we did that house a couple years ago.
The house a couple years ago, so I am very honored, and I cannot express how appreciative we are. Thank you so much. I'm trying to hold back my tears.
That's okay.
This is incredible what these people do. Give up their time away from their families. You understand? And it's just amazing. I can't believe this. This program is amazing. Thank you so much.
We love it. We love it. We love helping people like you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must have called him 1,000 times.
Well, it's okay. He does a phenomenal job with this. He took it over, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Year 3.
Year 3, okay. Pat's done a wonderful job.
Yeah, they're amazing, hardworking people giving up their time. Thank you so much.
No problem, Mary. We're happy to help
Thank
you.
you, and
Very
thank
happy to help.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks. And food is bussin' empanadas, which already sponsored one house. They're going to be here with some great empanadas for you.
Oh.
They're delicious.
Oh, okay.
They're so good. Their portable truck was so popular they had opened up a restaurant in Avenel.
Oh.
So they're doing
I'll go
great.
check it out.
Yeah, a bunch of police officers in Woodbridge own it and run it. It's a great place. So you'll have a good lunch too on top of everything.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right, thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here now on DeKalb Avenue in Woodbridge with Mary Ann, the homeowner, and Sharon McAuliffe, the First Ward Councilwoman. And Mayor, you just said some nice things, but now we're on TV. Please repeat all of them.
No, I've been here since 1972, and I've never heard of a mayor ever doing anything like this. It's like amazing. I mean, I could never afford to do it, but I can't believe, and this Patrick, he's out of control.
He is out of control, but in a very good way.
From stoop to nuts, he followed everything through. I just can't believe that you did this.
We do it every year. We've done it for a while. How did you find out about this?
Well, I tell you the truth, I found out by accident. One of our neighbors has a friend on Barron Avenue, and she had a portrait done. And she said,
"Oh, I think I know, right by the middle school."
Yes.
I remember that one.
Around. Yeah. I said, "I don't know what is that?" And they said, "Volunteers." I said, "So they volunteer?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "And you don't pay for it?" And they said, "The mayor." I said, "I've never heard of it." It's amazing.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can't believe you could do this.
I don't do it. I'm the mayor. Everybody else does it. They do all the work.
But it's amazing that you even started it.
Well, actually, I'll tell you a quick story. Carol, come on over. Because Carol was on the town council. We've been friends forever. And Donna Brightman, who was the head of the Woodbridge Housing Authority, told us about a program they had like this up in Patterson, where she used to be the Housing Authority director. It was called Christmas in April.
Right.
And then they brought it to us. They said, "You guys want to do it?" I was the town chief financial officer. Carol was on the council. It was after we just did the Merrill Park project.
About the same time.
We're probably looking for something else to do after we built the $250,000 playground, right? So
Exactly. And that's actually how we got friendly, doing all these projects together. But and then we changed it to tooling around town because Christmas in April, they had all kinds of rules about who can do it, and how to qualify and everything. And we just wanted to, if you have a need, we're there to help you. And it has been so as rewarding to us to be able to do this as it is for you.
I mean, when I listen to you, and I just feel like we're just doing the right thing.
Yeah. It's just amazing.
And I understand you're a customer of not just bagels. Let me ask Sharon to say a few words.
Her bagels are good.
Thank you.
Yay. Say
Thank
it a
you.
little louder.
So now this Tooling Around Town is a great program. We help people who are in need, who can't get certain things on their houses fixed. They just put in an application into town, and then we come out and check it out and do what we can to help them. And you really have said it all. We're doing exactly what you're saying, that we're here to help the residents and try to make them want to stay in Woodbridge and not have to leave.
Oh, yeah.
And we take care of their homes and make it a safe place for them to live.
But I've known the other mayors. I've never heard of anybody doing what you're doing. You're planning, everything. It's amazing.
Thank you. Can you follow me around when I run for office again? And just do all my commercials.
And that tall, I don't know where he went. The other man, he's here all the time with the white van. He came here like every day to check things out.
Oh, really? I don't know who that is. How do you guys want to be on TV? No?
You want to tell us what you're doing?
Somebody.
Come on, here he comes.
I'm not going to talk.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to ask
No,
you a question.
I'm not
so
the team captain.
Who's the team captain?
He's not here right now. He went to go get lumber.
Okay, who's the co-captain?
Richie.
No, you
Come on,
work for
okay.
us. I know. I watch you work all the time. You and
I'm really not good at talking.
That's okay. Tell us your name and what we're doing here.
Okay. My name is Peter Lombardi. I work for Woodbridge Township. We are union carpenters, and I have my fellow union brothers here, and we're doing a little give back to the town for the amount of work that the town gives us.
tell me about what you're doing with the project.
Well, we had to take out all the old deck boards and reassure some of the undercarriage and put it back, and that's it.
It's working. And we had a mason. We had Ralph Daddio on earlier. So the whole idea of the carpenters is we hire you guys. You do work for us. You're pretty much steady now. You're here all the time.
I've been here working for the town almost 16 years.
Not as a union carpenter.
Yes.
We go back that far?
Ever since we did the renovation at Cooper Towers.
Wow. Wow. Yep.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
You've been here since.
Yes.
Then you must be good.
I hope so.
I know you're good because every place you work, it's just great. And the best thing about it, that union carpenters just know what they're doing. You got the experience, you got the training, you got the education. You guys absolutely, whether it's all laborers, electricians, plumbers, when you go union, you get what you pay for. It might cost a little more, but you don't have issues because you guys know what you're doing.
Yes.
It's good.
We take pride in our work.
Good.
Very good.
It's one of the best arrangements that the town has. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. The mayor has been trying to talk to other towns to say, you got to do this. It's, a great way to support the unions, to get terrific talent. And we've just been so fortunate to have you and all the work that you do for us. So thank you.
No, thank you.
So, Mary, you going to tell your friends about this now?
Yeah, I spoke to a few of them earlier, and they said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "How much is it?" I said, "They told me not to do anything. Just give water. I'm giving cookies. I don't know."
You got cookies?
I gave them cookies. I said I didn't know.
Do you
what
still
to
have
do.
any?
I don't know what they took.
Oh, Mary, I don't know.
Should have been here an hour
Yes,
ago.
not sure I like you anymore.
Over there, but Ralph Daddio, he's a mason.
Yes. You know Ralph?
Well, my husband was a bricklayer mason.
Oh, no kidding.
He was the head of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Minkler.
Oh, okay.
And he died, but...
Are you related to the Minklers who were firemen?
Vincent, no.
Different Minkler family? We
Yeah.
thought for sure driving here there'd be the Minkler family. The food today is provided by Just Subs, which is located on Main Street, a couple doors up from the post office. We go there once in a while. We take a walk. I didn't know it was Al.
Yeah.
Come on up, Al. Al is Tommy Toolbox. Al's our new Tommy Toolbox. Carl retired. So I didn't know it was you. So tell me about the project here, Al.
Actually, we had to fix and repair a deck, and actually everything, there was no support on there. We braced it up, we supported it, replaced the whole deck surface there.
All right.
Yeah, make it nice and safe now.
Nice project.
Yes, yeah.
Well, thanks for that, pal. Thanks for
problem.
everything you're doing. And Marianne, thanks for letting us help you.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get a team pick.
Do you want to give Tommy Toolbox a plug?
Oh, yeah. So while you're here, yeah, Tommy Toolbox. So this is a once-a-year thing, tooling around the town, but Tommy Toolbox is available for odd jobs during the year. Tell me about, have you been really busy or?
Not real busy, doing some small projects.
Small projects. Tell me some of the things you work on.
Actually one I had to repair a drain in a sink there.
All right. You do railings?
They do railings,
Yep.
actually, some deck repairs,
Right,
and
right.
repair
Minor
some stairs, some minor stuff
Right.
there. No electrical work.
So how do people call you to get your services?
Actually, through Eric. Eric Griffin calls
Oh,
me.
Eric, right.
Yes.
Griffith, right. That's right.
Yes.
So you can call Town Hall, ask for Eric Griffith. He works for the planning department and oversees Tommy Toolbox.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Okay, we're here now on West 5th Street in Port Reading at our last stop of the day on Tooling Around 2025. We do have a handful of stops we have to get back to. There was a concrete project that couldn't get done because of the threat of rain. There was a roof and there was some painting. So those will be done and we'll add them later. But right now we're with Anne Marie, who lives on West George, and we're joined by West 5th. What I said, West George is the house that, never mind. We're doing a house called on West George. Anyway, with Michelle from Shell. and we're with Christian from Shell. It's Shell now. It's Matoiva next week, and is Shell back then? What's going on with that?
We're still Shell for now.
We're still Shell. All right. So, Michelle took over for Sean Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
You're much.
It's big shoes to to.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You're going to do just fine. Let me start with Emery, though.
Amazing.
You started telling us about the house. They did. Tell me what they did first of all.
They ripped out all the ground cover, all the weeds, got rid of it. They trimmed the trees. They did the gutters. They cleaned the gutters. They re-nailed them. They scraped and painted my deck.
How many people did you have here?
A crew.
A lot?
We had a crew. I'd like to shout out to Craig Lehman from Craig's Plumbing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and his foreman, Dan, he was our contractor for this.
Oh, okay,
They did an
great.
excellent job.
I said to Michelle, when the truck got here and their feet hit the ground, they worked.
Wow.
There was no stopping. They had a plan and they went for it.
Wow. And how did you find out about the program?
My nephew works for the township.
There's cops that were Dazzos, right?
John Dazzo.
John
yeah.
Dazzo, GD.
Well, that's my ex-husband.
Okay. Oh, all right.
That's why I'm here struggling.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
you.
I didn't mean
You didn't need to
No,
bring that up.
JD was great. Anyway,
Yes,
I have to
yes.
say that. I
No,
can't-
no. And my cousin Michael Barbado.
Oh.
Who just passed
Just
away.
passed. Oh,
Yeah.
Mikey was great. And his son's a cop and his grandson's a cop now.
I know, it's wonderful.
Oh, Mikey Barbado was the best.
And my grandfather came here from Ellis Island.
So did my father, yeah.
The Port Reading is in our blood.
Right, right. Okay, very cool, very cool. Michelle from Shell, tell me about the work. Sounds like a heck of a lot of work.
Yes, it was. It was. But they weren't here, how long, a week, I guess it was?
Yeah.
Oh, not just today.
Oh, no. They've been working.
Oh,
They
this looks like more than a day.
Started, I think, a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a week ago, and they've been coming intermittently, but
Wow.
they're putting 7-8 hours in with a crew. It's
Wow.
unbelievable.
And you told me the house next door, when it was knocked down, that there was water from a pool and it just wrecked your yard.
Wrecked it. These roots and weeds came from nowhere, and you couldn't. I'd had 2 different landscapers. Oh, this is going to kill it, guaranteed.
Mhm.
Never killed it. Never killed it. So it's gone now.
All right. Was there food here today or at all?
No, we just had a little crew today.
You took care of yourself. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting us help you. No problem. No problem. We love doing stuff
Thank
like
you.
this.
This is a blessing.
And now we're here on a delayed stop on our Tooling Around the Town 2025 tour. We didn't get a few houses done a couple of weeks ago or last week because of the inclement weather, so we have 4 houses today. Joining me is Cal Pesh and Hayton of Cooper Avenue in Island. They're joined by good friend of Woodbridge Township, Pastor Leslie Samuel of Evangel Church, right up the street here in Island. We got Patrick McSherry from Town Hall, who's running the Tooling Around program, and of course, Chief of Staff Carolyn Ehrlich, who started this program when she was on the council 25 years ago or so. Let me start with Cal Pesh. Tell me what's going on here. What are these wonderful people doing for your house?
Yes, so it is nice program tooling around the town. It will be Township, and Patrick and his team ran this. I'm very happy, and thanks to John. Yes.
Not me. Tell me what they're doing. It seems like a lot of painting work, huh?
Yes, they are doing my paint work on the deck, on the backyard. Yeah.
And how did you find out about the program?
One of my sister living in Metachan, her neighbor was a Nancy, and she introduced her this program. So
wait, Metuchen, you mean Menlo Park Terrace?
Yeah, behind that. It's on Jefferson Street.
Yeah, that's what I
Jefferson
thought.
Street.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you did last year to my sister house. Yes.
Yes, and then this year we did McGuire Street right behind our house.
Yes, okay.
Very cool.
This is how we find out, yes.
Great. Now let me turn over again.
Yeah, thanks to the volunteers all.
Yes.
Yes.
So Pastor Leslie Samuel, you've been involved in this town so much that you got the key to the city, key to the township last year, right? We went over there, Carol, last spring. So tell me, you're a regular. Tell me about the program and how it makes you feel, and all your wonderful volunteers.
You know, we always have a great team of people that come out and serve, and it's always an opportunity for us to also train up a new generation of people that are serving. And when they get to do this, they get to just represent the love of God to people as well, and it's just a very tangible, practical way to do it. And nothing more tangible than painting, where you pretty much.
It's easy work. Anybody can do it, really.
Yeah. And so a lot of these folks have taken time out of the weekend, out of their family time, and they've come and they're serving with the town. They know that they're making an impact. We have some students as well. We had another half team that couldn't make it because it's Mother's Day weekend, but we were at the mercy of the weather. So yeah.
And when they start young, in a culture of community service, it tends to continue.
Yes, yeah. They realize the value. It becomes part of their value system.
Yes. And Carol, you know what this young man's been doing for us forever. A couple of years ago, you did a bunch of houses yourself. You had your own mini tooling around the town. And we went, remembered, from house to house like we do today.
Yep. No, it's just amazing. And your church and all your congregants are amazing. And what I like about your teachings is that prayer is not the only way to get to God. By volunteering and giving back to the community, that's a direct road to God. And it's just a beautiful message. And the people in your church are all beautiful people because you are an amazing leader. So thank you. There's no limit to how much. I can't even count how many turkeys you've given out. And
you can start about that.
I mean, it's just so much. It's incredible. And thank you. And you are one of my favorite people in town.
So it was a couple of weeks ago, right? You did a bunch of food.
Yeah, we actually haven't sent you any pictures or anything about it yet, but we actually packed.
Well, it didn't happen unless it gets on the mayor's Facebook page.
We were just caught up in the Easter season, so it just got really busy. But we packed food supplies for 200 families. We coordinate with local schools as well as the senior services.
That we know, I mean, between us and the school system, we know where the need is.
Yeah.
And that's why it's great to work together.
Yep.
Patrick, I've said it many times, great job with this. 4 more houses today and we're done, finally.
Yeah. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Pastor Leslie, your team at Evangel Church, everyone that comes out, not just this year, all years in the past. And like you mentioned, last year we had a couple jobs left over from tooling that Evangel Church took over with their Service for Service program in the fall, and worked very well together. And every year you come out with your team and everyone's always happy to help and do a great job. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And when you get started this year, if you're doing something in the fall, make sure you let us know. We'll help in any way possible. We'll bring out the public works guys for garbage. We'll help coordinate food. We'll help whatever. Patrick's great. Our team is always willing to help your team.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. And I just need to find out what door the key to the township opens.
The door to heaven for you guys. Okay, we're here now on Linwood Avenue in Fords with Deborah, the homeowner, and to the far right is Alicio, the contractor from Wick Companies. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me start with you, Deborah. What's going on here today?
Well, I had reached out to a lot of people to help me due to my pool caved in and caused water to go into the basement. I reached out to GoFundMe, I got no help. I reached out to trying to sell food, I did a little bit, but it wasn't enough. Then I also came to the mayor's office. The first time I was just like so discouraged because no one could help me. And then after that, I got a call from Mr. McSherry here on my far right, and he called me and I was at work, and all I can do is just stand up and say, thank you, Jesus. He's like, we're gonna do this, and all we have to do is meet the criteria. And when he came and he was just like shaking his head like it was from the earthquake that we had, and no one believed me. That day when the earth shook, it did. The whole backyard just buckled up and tore it apart. And the insurance company was like, due to Mother Nature, there's nothing that we can do. But unfortunately, you came through, your team, and I can't thank you enough.
Well, when you said you came to the mayor's office and nobody could help you, I got to correct that, because it just took us a while to realize we could help you. Because once we sent you Mr. McSherry, it was all over. He got it done.
Yes, he did.
So we might not have done it immediately, but we did get it done. We did get it done.
Like God said, not on our time, but His time.
Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So how did you think to call? You just called the mayor's office for help. You didn't call for tooling
No,
around.
I came down there. I came to
down,
the
right,
office, and I was just showing the pictures, and I went to the department. I don't know what that department is.
Planning and building, maybe?
Up on the second floor.
Third floor, probably.
And I showed them, and they was like...
Second floor is the police department. You didn't want to go there.
No, I'm
No,
over
no.
there.
You go to third floor.
I'm innocent. I pay my taxes.
Well, great.
Whatever department it was, they were just explaining to me, you know, that I had to do other things, and I was like, there's nothing I can do. I tried everything.
Right, right.
And I guess once he looked at Mr. McSherry looked at the pictures and he saw everything, he said, I guess we got to help this young lady.
Sounds good to me.
And I was just like I said, when I was at work, I work in a call center, and all I can do is remember disrupting the whole floor. And all I can do is say, thank you, Jesus.
That's why everybody got disconnected that day.
Oh, yes. I work for New Jersey Transit, so I work at the call center, and they were just like, Deborah, what's wrong? All I could do is get off the phone and go to the back and cry.
So right now, you must have a pretty busy time in the New Jersey Transit call center.
Yes,
I mean, they're talking about striking and no service, but we don't have to get into that. Let me ask Alicio, tell me, this has got to be one of the tougher jobs that you've seen.
Well, yeah, it was tough. But thank God how we have the connections and the help from our trades that they give us. They're very helpful whenever time becomes to help our people that our company had a headquarters. Obviously, we've been working with you guys for a few years, and I feel like if we can keep going over the years, as long as you guys need it, they need us and allow us to help people out with whatever we can do.
So this is not just your employees, but people who work for you on jobs. You've asked them to help you here.
Yeah, why
Yes.
don't you mention who BDL?
Yes, actually, our landscaper, which is BDL, well, one of them.
By Design Landscaping.
By Design Landscaping is the company's name. Aero Construction and Development, and which one was the other one? Donald, which helped us with labor as well. Donald Drywall. So those are the people, and obviously we companies that always is down to help people out, and at a township that allowed us to do the business.
So folks, if you're wondering why Patrick McSherry knows all the vendors that work for WIC companies, it's because he used to work for WIC companies until we stole them, and we absolutely positively stole them. His dad has worked for us, or just retired working for us in February, for 40 some odd years, way back to 1992 when he started. So we knew Patrick anyway from knowing Eddie McSherry, of course, and knew who he was. And when he worked for WIC, he was doing a great job for WIC with us. And then we needed somebody to do a job running special projects for us because our guy was retiring. So we flat out, I called WIC and said, look, you called WIC too, and said, look, got bad news for you. The good news for Patrick McSherry, he's going to have a really, really good job. And not that he didn't have a good future there, but let's face it, government is a good place to work.
Yeah.
So Patrick, tell me a little bit about WIC and then tell me about this project.
Yes. So thank you, WIC, Alicio. I worked with WIC for about 2 years. Like the mayor said before I started with the town, they were always good to me, great to me. And when the opportunity arose to join Woodbridge Township, I couldn't turn it down, and left on very, very good terms with me and Alicio. Worked very closely on the Brook Street job in Woodbridge, and remain very close with WIC and continue to work with them. And this is now their 4th or 5th year with tooling around the township, and this job was not an easy one. It took a lot of heavy equipment, a lot of manpower, a lot of loads of dirt, and they were very professional. Alicio taking on as team captain every step of the way to make sure Deborah was happy and not being intrusive in any way, because it is a lot of intrusive work as far as access into the backyard, and just every step of the way WIC was very, very good. And all their subcontractors, By Design Landscaping, Donald Drywall, and Earl. So thank you to everyone, and we're happy to help.
And Carol, you're head of redevelopment. You do all these projects. You know WIC, and they're one of the best, if not the best, developer for Woodbridge Township, and do so many problems. Take it away and tell everybody about WIC.
Thank you. So I just want to point out that we hired you, and within a couple of months, he was back on the WIC site working for us and overseeing the project. And even that's how good WIC is. It was like other companies would go, you know, we trained you. What are you now telling us what to do? But it was like really open and friendly, and you're not shy when you have an idea to voice it. And most of them, they listened and they said, you know, that's right. But I mean, WIC is just amazing in every single regard. Tooling is a very good example. You do get the hardest projects because you're the best and you're the most willing to do it. And so one of the things as a redevelopment that I do is I go to all the construction sites every month as they go on. And so just on Thursday, we were at the Cloverleaf construction site. And Gary and Bob Paulus and Nick, they were talking about the project that you were doing, and they were going, this was huge, it was a sunken pool, and they had to fill it in and then bring truckloads and truckloads of dirt to fill in the hole, and then plant grass so that you'll have a beautiful backyard now instead of a sunken hole. But as they're explaining it, they have such big smiles on their faces because they're all so happy to be able to help you and to be part of this program.
Talk about Cloverleaf. Tell people what Cloverleaf is.
Oh, that's a good idea. So Cloverleaf is going to be our newest shopping center at the intersection of Route 9 and Route 35.
1 and 9, yeah.
1 and 9 and 35, and they're going to have Sprouts, and which everybody, yeah,
cool, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
all right.
and all kinds of other little stores. Habit Burger is a big one.
Taylor Loft.
Yeah, Skechers is indefinite yet.
Not indefinite yet.
Definite not. Yeah, you got it.
Right,
yes.
Right.
Yeah, and I think Paris Baguette, I think, just signed.
I guess so.
And we really started with WIC, I guess, when Patrick said Brook Street, which is the apartments on this called the Park, right by the train station. That used to be Stern Tower.
Right.
So talk about that. How we took Stern Tower, which was a 60-plus-year-old concrete jungle with lousy living conditions for the 50 or so senior apartments there. But Bob, go ahead. You say.
So anyway, I mean, it was a terrible place for the seniors to live. It was all concrete blocks. It reminded me of when back in the 60s when I went to college, the dorm rooms. It was terrible. And there wasn't a whole lot of space. And the air conditioning was bad. It was just the window units. It was just a terrible, terrible place to live. And then on the town's point of view, having the seniors living right smack in the middle of the downtown didn't make any sense because it didn't help our downtown economy. They weren't going to go to the restaurants. They weren't taking walks. They weren't part of the downtown community. So we moved them to a better location, and with everything new and beautiful, there were tears in people's eyes when they moved into their new apartments.
Beautiful. It's the toughest part of my job.
I must admit, can I?
You may.
Go ahead.
I must admit, don't give up, because dreams do come true. It's been 2 years for me. That backyard was a mess. No swimming, nothing, no fun for my children. It was just a total mess, and I was so stressed out about it. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. And now I have a big smile on my face, standing next to great people. Alicia, I got to thank you. I'm really appreciated everything because it was not an easy task. Because I would go back there and just look like, how am I going to do this? And I would try to clean it no matter what I did. And the hole just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it caused my foundation to shake. I'm praying that, being that we have dirt there, that it will subside and cause it to come back together and merge back together. But this is a beautiful thing. Woodbridge Township, if you need any help, call Tooling Around at the mayor office of Woodbridge, New Jersey. It's a great city and a great town. You won't regret it.
Can you follow me around when I run for office?
Yes,
again?
I can do that.
I'm going to have you as like my sidekick.
I can do whatever, as long as you give me some pointers too.
It's a non-paying job.
I'm about to retire now, so I'm going to need some help at the Woodbridge Township. I can work for the call center there too now.
All right, we'll talk. So anyway, Wick, just to wrap up, Wick built Red Oak, beautiful. We had people literally crying at their new apartments.
Right.
And made that downtown to help the downtown stores and restaurants. And then they built a new Green Oak at the Ford's Theater site. And then now they're building market rate apartments next door. That's called, what's it called?
Park at Ford's Corner.
Park at Ford's Corner, right?
Right.
And then we're looking at some other places for them.
And where Strickland Steakhouse is.
Oh, right, he owns that building.
He owns that building and worked with Michael Strickland to make that the beautiful building.
Yes, it's wonderful. Now they're looking next door. They own 104 Main Street, and they're looking to make that something else too. So Wick is busy in town.
Yep.
So you got the right one.
More projects.
I know. We're looking around. We have an idea.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank
Don't
you all.
forget Roosevelt's.
Oh, Roosevelt's Deli. I always forget who provides the food. We should give them a plug because they provide the food. At their expense, they deliver it. So Roosevelt's Deli on King George Road, not far from the Ford's Firehouse. We go there a lot. We get food from there a lot. It's a really good place.
Would you like to see?
Oh, I'm going to go back and see it, definitely.
Okay.
But I'm going to get a sign off first, if that's okay. Is that okay with you?
Hey, I'm not ashamed. I'm happy
All
about
right.
whatever it is.
Why don't you sign off? Give me a good sign off.
Okay, if I can do this, if you don't mind.
Whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna sing a little song that I always think of, and I'm gonna consider you as my lion and you as my lion. Okay?
Lions?
Yes, the lion.
Let's do it.
Okay, there is a place you go, a place with her, make lion, flowers and butterfly, with rainbow lit beside it. I'm from above the sky, summer storm, you can feel the coolness in the air. 'Cause guess what? 'Cause you're still warm, not even like me will be frightened. You're my lion. No need to fear. No need to hide. No need to run. 'Cause guess what?
What?
We're standing
Here.
strong.
All right, strong. Okay.
And tall. 'Cause guess what? You're the greatest of them all. 'Cause guess what? You're my lion. You must call. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, Alicia. Keep doing. Keep doing. Keep doing. Keep on doing.
All righty.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
You're right. I was just going to say, I've been mayor a long time. No one's ever sang to me on national TV.
Well, guess what? I'm the first. I'm Deborah.
You
I'm
are.
the warrior. Yes. All right.
All right, let's sign off and let's go take a look outside.
Come on, let's
Well,
go
actually, he'll take some film. He'll take some film of it too.
Thank you,
We'll be back, folks.
Bye, guys.
Okay, we're here now on Caswell Avenue in Fords with Christine, the homeowner, with Rafal, who is from Northeast Roof Maintenance, and of course Patrick McSherry. And Christine, give me a little summary about how this program is helping you and how you got involved with it.
Well, first, the Gibb family, who was my late husband's very good friend, they signed me up for this and have been helping me since he passed away. They're like angels. And this used to be my grandparents' house. They had dementia. And long story short, the state had to take the house, and we ended up buying the house back, knowing all that we had to put into it. And then COVID hit and nobody was working, and then shortly after my husband had cancer and he passed away. So
oh boy.
I haven't been able to really catch up with anything. The roof needed to be done, my hot water heater, everything just like went, and it was a struggle. And Stacy Gibb had signed me up for the program, and everybody has been like so wonderful helping me, you know, get through all financial problems. And being in Woodbridge, just everybody coming together, I always tell everybody to move here, because
Good.
it's between the schools and everything, it's just great. I work at Lindcrest School, and
all right, and you got 3 kids graduated Woodbridge High.
yes, Corinne, Brody, and Braden. The last one just graduated last year. And hopefully my daughter Corinne wants to move back here, and she has little ones that she wants going through the school system.
Great. What a great story.
Yeah. So this has been wonderful. I can't even begin to say how happy and blessed I am for this.
Well, thanks for letting us help you. Let me ask Patrick, tell me about Northeast Roof Maintenance. They do a lot of work for the town, which is kind of really good that somebody who works for us as a vendor turns around and gives back. Tell me about that. What do they do for
Yeah, so Northeast Roof Maintenance, the township has hired them through state contracts to do multiple jobs throughout the township. Nancy Bader Drum Education Center removed and replaced the roof, brand new roof, done repair work at Woodbridge Community Center, Sycamore Senior Center, plus various other projects. So they've always been great to work with. And when I met Christine here and saw the condition of her roof, I thought, why not ask? And they came through and really not only just did the repairs, but went above and beyond and doing the whole front side of the roof. So they've been great to work with always. And for them to come out and really help the community, it really goes a long way. So thank you to Northeast and all your volunteers who are out here. Thank you, everyone.
Rafal, thank you very much. Are you one of the owners?
Yes, I'm the owner, so I'm not the owner. The Stu Huey.
Owner's
the
representative.
Yes, I'm the owner's representative. Like I'm the foreman of the Northeast Roof Maintenance. So I got the schedule for this work today. We replaced like 18 squares of the shingles, some plywoods. All is the GFA shingles roof over there. So for our company, so we're very happy so we can help somebody and make some advice for it.
Thank you.
Please tell the owners that we appreciate everything they're doing.
Okay, of course, it's no problem.
The manpower they've allowed us to use.
No problem, sir. Thank you for.
Thank you. All right, Christina, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us help you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get a couple of pictures if you don't mind. Sure. What's that? Oh, food by Roosevelt's. Yeah, Roosevelt's is providing the food here. We forgot to mention Pino's as the very first stop we made on Cooper Avenue. That food is provided by Pino's right next to Town Hall, and the last 2 have been provided by Roosevelt's Deli and Ford's, and we have 1 more to go. The last house we're hitting next on the Tooling Around the Town 2025 tour. So, Christina, thanks again.
Thank you.
And say hello to Corinne.
I will.
I remember putting her on TV as she played sports, right? You said soccer?
Yep.
Did she play softball too?
Yep.
I thought so. Okay. Great. Thank you. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, here we are now at our final stop of Tooling Around the Town 2025. We're on Martin Terrace in Woodbridge. This is a project of the Woodbridge Elks, although it was rained out twice, and now it's being held on a Saturday when the Elks have another event.
So you got an elk.
We have an elk. We have the Woodbridge Elk here. Mark Borden, tell us about what happened here with the Elks, and they have this Harley thing going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's we're with the Elks and the Elks MC, and we're in season now, right? It's nice weather. Motorcycle committee in season, right? So we ride for charity, right? That's what we do. We like to give back to the community and help support it, and so we have a lot of effort going out today. So, but I was able to come here and represent Woodbridge Lodge 2116 and the Woodbridge Elks MC. So glad to be here, and we're doing great stuff. Fantastic crew I get to work with today.
And you have it all on your T-shirt.
My wife made that for me.
Oh wow, it's great. So it's the motorcycle committee and tooling around the town.
Look at that, yeah.
How do I get one of those, man? I probably
could. Your size.
What do you think?
You don't have to say it on TV, though.
2XL, trust me. I'm not embarrassed about that.
Yeah, there you go.
We got Joe, we got Matt here, just a couple of citizens helping out.
Hi, how you doing?
We all know Joe because he's like one of the best designer carpenters in the town. He's got work at the gallery on Main. You have a piece you bought from him.
A couple
pieces. You're keeping them in business. So Joe, thanks. You're part of the town with the art museum gallery, but you're helping out something here. Tell me about it.
All right, well, I'm managing the house here today, taking care of a few things for a lady that needs some help in her yard. Stairs are falling apart and the like. So it's always good to come out and help your neighbors when you can. I think it's important to be the change you wish to see in your community. So if you want to see things happen, see things change, get out and do it with the folks in the town. And this Tooling Around Town program is a great one. This is my second year with you guys. Did a ramp last year.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing. I support it, and I come out and I help. So I encourage other folks in the community to come out and do the same as we have. You want to see the community grow and become a better place for everyone and our kids. Come out and join us.
Well, Joe, it's hard to be better when we're the best town around. You can't get better than the best.
It's always good to help.
It is. Matt, tell me about your involvement here. Just coming out.
Just
and
here to
helping out.
help. This is the second trip I did. I did a house over in Colonia 2 weeks ago, tooling around the township. Just glad to be a part of it, able to help. Want to shout out my daughters Ava and Lily, and that's it.
So, Kara, final house, right?
Final house. Another great year. I don't even want to count how many years we've been doing this.
25.
See, leave the numbers to you.
Leave the numbers. I think it's 25. We got to before we do the wrap-up show in Town Hall.
We got to figure it out.
I think it was 1999.
I thought it was earlier.
No, it definitely wasn't earlier. It could have been later.
Okay.
It was either 99 or 01, one or the other. I don't know.
We can argue about it when we're back in the office.
Yes. We'll dig into the archives and we'll figure out.
But I do want to make another mention about Joe, because I don't want you to forget that he's on our environmental commission.
Oh, that's right.
And were you involved with the tree giving out? Yes.
I pushed very hard for trees. I'm every meeting. I'm always talking about the trees. I want to make sure that we can increase the trees. In fact, that was one of the first, I think, discussions I ever had with you. was to get more trees into our community. So that is another program that's very near and dear to my heart. And I'm glad that the mayor and everyone is coming together to plant more trees in the community. I thought it was a great idea to look at the areas that were the driest and most open with GIS mapping and targeting those areas that needed it the most. That was fantastic. That's a good idea. So I'm glad to help support you guys in that realm as well.
It's funny you should mention it. I'll do a quick commercial because last year we did 100 trees. We did the first ward of Woodbridge and Seawarren. This year we did second ward, Fort Saltplan and Caseby. I just yesterday, saw George Brew, the Public Works Director, in the office, and I said, we have money in the tree fund. We want to do another ward. Do you want to do the third ward next? Let's get something in the fall. He said, actually, just what you just said, he said, the fourth ward is more of a spot where we should do the trees in Island versus Avenel and Port Reading, based on the geography, the hot spots.
Information.
Yeah, so he said, we're going to do something in the fall with the fourth ward. So that's if you're part of that, man, that's great stuff. That's great stuff.
Here to help.
Want to talk? Go ahead.
Those are actually called heat islands,
I call them hot spots.
The hot spots, but the official
Heat islands,
name
hot
is a
spots.
high, because if there's no shade, you have the sun and the heat coming in against the streets and the sidewalks, so they kind of the heat comes back up again, and you get doubly hit. And they tend to be in the area where the lower income people are, because they don't have the trees. And so we try to find them and really knock on the people's doors and say, hey, we got a tree for you, you should plant it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, let's talk about this. This is like unbelievable. I mean, today you're kind of jack of all trades. You're doing a lot of things, and
Is this your first concrete job, or have you done it before?
No. I was a builder. I was a builder for 30 years.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is a little more nostalgic for me. It's not something I normally do, work with concrete work, but I'm glad to come out and help some folks.
Good stuff. So the one thing I want to make a quick commercial for Tommy Toolbox, because that's something. Oh, go ahead. Oh, Benny's Pizza. I always forget the food. Benny's Pizza, which is right on the corner of Old King George Road and Route 35, right? Old St. George Road. It's what?
St. George Ave.
St. George, yeah. Okay, so anyway, Benny's Pizza is providing the food here today, so you guys are in for a treat. They got great stuff. So a quick commercial for Tommy Toolbox, those watching. That is a year-round tooling around with smaller jobs. They're not going to come in and put a roof on. They're not going to come in and do a major project, but they can do, fix a railing if it's loose, or fix a chip in the concrete, or they can do a little bit of electric, maybe a little bit of landscaping, cleanup, you name it. It's Al Conklin is the guy that runs it. We just mentioned it at the senior summit, and he was bombarded. I said, by the way, that's Tommy Toolbox. This is what he can do, what I just said. And I think after the meeting, he had more people talking to him than were talking to me or Michelle or anybody else in the township. So if you have odd jobs, and some of you guys might even be involved in those, when you help out, there's little things that need to be done. Instead of waiting for tooling around next April, call up Town Hall, call the mayor's office, and say what you have it needs to be done. Patrick will probably go out. Al will probably go out and take a look. And if we can help you, we will. That's why I think this town is so great. The volunteers I'm going to save this for the ending, but the volunteers we have on tooling around are just fantastic. We'll film it later on. I don't want to ruin everything, but anyway, Joe, Matt, Mark, thank you all very much. By the way, the owner normally would be on, but she is not feeling well. She's got a little bit of bronchitis. She doesn't want to be on TV. No problem, but I'm sure she would say what everybody else is saying, which is thank you to everybody who helped.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.